Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. I apologize for being a little bit late. Give me a second. Let me double check the audio. Be sure we got some good audio here. Okay, audio sounds good, so let's get them shouts out of the way. Who do we have out there? GTA 5, thanks for joining us. Pen Lapidari, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Shelly Hunt, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The music is jamming. Yeah, that song, the previous song is called Soul Searching by Cosmic. That is a free, that's a free song, or free music, I should say, on YouTube's audio library. It's free to all creators, so no copyright required, or no citation required, that is. Who else do we have out there? William, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, brother. How are you? Yeah, William, I heard about that. Xbox still they still don't have the latest patch. They updated it. The actual update is there because my Xbox updated a couple of days ago. But apparently, I guess Hello Games released a new update, a new patch for bug fixes, so that sounds about right. As I understand it, Switch 2 still doesn't have the patch either. Who else do we have out there? Spiderlog, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Welcome to this No Man's Sky live stream. And Cellcraft, I see you out there, brother. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Take care. God bless you, man. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Good to see you, brother. Okay, folks, let's hop in and let's do this. So, for anybody out there who's new, I am Oddman105, aka The Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled Monday live stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're on the hunt for the ugliest Sentinel ships we can find ever. And also we're going to hunt for S-Class Fauna too. So you can do both at the same time. Now, what I'm not going to do during this stream is spend an entire live stream doing Pokemon battles at the space station. We're not going to do that. I think the new update is fine. I think it's just fine. I think there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not for me. It is definitely not for me. For those people out there that like to do card games like or even Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff, then there's nothing wrong with it. You'll love this update, and I think the update is fine for what it is. I think it's perfect. I think it's personally better than Remnant. I think it's better than the Remnant update. Because Hello Games is actually taking older gameplay functions and adding new functionality to them. So it's fun to be able to collect fauna and tame fauna, but beyond that, there was no other functionality. You couldn't do anything else with them. Now you can, and now you can level them up too. So hopefully Hello Games won't get sued over this from Nintendo. Hopefully. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, this update is not for me. I think it's a good update, but it's just not my taste. So we're not going to do anything beyond, just hunting for some S-Class fauna in conjunction with hunting for ugly Sentinel ships. So Penn says, I agree, Remnant sucked. Yeah, Remnant wasn't a good update. I think Remnant was good. I think the Expedition was fine. The update in general was not. So William says, not for me either. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Yeah, this is just not my thing, so we're hunting for ships today. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Deborah, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Also, for anybody out there who's new, please take a second, read the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. And I'm going to leave the disclaimer at that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start this party. Let's bring up OBS. We're good there. Bring up the game. I said bring up the game. Thank you. All right, that's better. Transition. Okay, we're on PC today. We're on PC, so Penn says I'm actually having fun playing No Man's Sky. Jay Hardy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Well, like I said, this update is good. There's nothing wrong with the update. There's nothing wrong with the update. My thing is that it's not for everyone. It's not everyone's flavor. I was hoping for something that was more along the lines of, more storied quests. I want to see what's happening with the Realm of Glass. I want to know what's going on with the Void Mother. There are still very many unanswered questions with No Man's Sky that we need to get before they release Light No Fire, excuse me, Light No Fire. So William says, 2 years of not doing anything with pets, not going to start now. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Everybody out there, Buckle Up, Let's Go is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know what you got to do. Please go to his channel, check him out, show that man some love. You know how we do it. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Always support the Odd Fam. Okay, so I want to ask you guys out there in chat, here's the deal. I found within 10 minutes of just firing up No Man's Sky yesterday randomly. Dan Red, what's up, brother? How's it going? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us today. Good to see you, brother. How are you? Everyone, Dan Red is also a fellow content creator. He does work on both YouTube and the Twitch. He's on the Twitch. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his respective channels, check him out, and show him some love too. Always support the Odd Fam, people. You know how we do it. Dan Red, since you're a moderator here, if you would like to post a link to your respective channels in chat, you may do so. Buckle up, let's go. No problem at all, man. Okay, so check this out. Within 10 minutes of logging into No Man's Sky yesterday, I found 2 planets with 2 S-Class fauna. So I know the whole fauna thing is not for everyone. The Pokemon battle thing is not for everyone. Do you guys want to see? If you want to see the fauna, you know what? Screw it. I'll just show you. Let's go take a look at it. So we're on Polestar Expedition Save. This is where I found one. Let's go check them out. We're going to skip Keegan Courage Gaming, hello, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. So we're going to skip the Weekend Nexus mission because I don't feel like building a base. I just don't want to deal with that. So we're going to skip the Weekend Nexus mission and jump right into the starship hunting. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys these 2 S-Class planets. If you're into the collecting the fauna thing, I'll show you guys where to find 2 S-Class fauna. This is one of the planets right here. Yeah, this is one of the planets.
Incoming storm.
Why is it that every time I log in to this game and I'm on a planet, there's a stupid toxic storm? Every freaking time, I swear. There's always a storm. God, I hate it. Serious Joker, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? And thanks for hitting that like. Everybody, yes, if you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So, King Solomon, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? So, let's do this. Let's start here because that stupid storm is raging outside. Let's go to the fauna. Okay, so check this out. On this planet, this fauna was a milestone. This was an expedition milestone unlock. This is a class? No, B class. This one is a B class. That was a milestone reward from an expedition. This one is also a milestone reward. From the expedition. Both B class. I'm obviously keeping them because, again, they're milestone rewards. And you can always level up if you want. We're not going to do that. But check this out. This fauna right here, S-Class. Look at those stats. S-Class overall, S-Class combat effectiveness, A-Class agility, S-Class health. Insane, right? This fauna right here is on this planet. This one is on this planet right here, and I'll show you guys where to find it. The other 2, these mechanical fauna right here, check this one out. S-Class overall. S-Class combat effectiveness, A-Class agility, A-Class health. This is the mechanical fauna, this one. Okay, this is on a different planet. I'll show you guys where to find this one. And this one, these 2 fauna are on the same planet. You got Mr. Umbrella here. Check this guy out, Mr. Umbrella, hold on. A-Class overall with S-Class combat effectiveness, S-Class agility, but C-Class health. So these 2 mechanical fauna are on the same planet. I'll show you guys where to find both these fauna here. I'm just waiting for this stupid storm to go away. So Deborah says, William, I've been trying to get my special character through the storyline, while actually 2 through the story, as Abandoned doesn't have a story. Interesting. I'm actually working on getting a normal character through the regular story quest. That's the third character on this PC account. And of course, I have my backup account over on GOG. Yeah, one of these days we're going to have to do an abandoned run. Is the storm still... I hate these freaking storms, man, I swear. I hate these storms. So, once we get this stupid... So, Buckle Up, Let's Go says, FYI, if you drag a Sentinel into a portal, your game crashes. Ask me how I know. That's pretty funny, man. That's freaking hilarious. That's funny. So what we're going to do, because it'll be easier to find the fauna once this stupid storm goes away. Every freaking time I log in, there's a storm, man. I swear, every time. One of those S-class fauna is on this planet, so I'm going to show you guys which one it is. Now remember, all fauna of the same species have the same class.
Toxic protection falling.
Stuart Laker, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Deborah says, I can get my abandoned close to the core by jumping the portal glyphs of all first glyphs. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. He said, Buckle Up, Let's Go says he fafoed himself. That's literally fafo in the truest sense. So you guys that have done an abandoned playthrough, let me ask you, what happens on an abandoned playthrough? What happens after you go through the core, the galactic core? Does it change to a normal playthrough? What happens? Is the next galaxy abandoned also, or is it just the starter galaxy? I've always wondered that because I'm considering doing an abandoned playthrough. Is this stupid storm over? This stupid storm?
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, waiting for this stupid storm to go away because I'm cheap to use batteries.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, so William says it stays abandoned. Okay, that's good information. See, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. That makes for quite the game challenge. Okay, so let's go, people. Let's
Technology
resupply that.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so that one's an A class. Right there. Hold on. Hold it. Come back here. Come back here, you. There it is. Hey, come back here. I'm talking to you. Do we have... This dude's running away. Hold on. Creature pellets. Here. Okay. There you go. Right there. S-Class. S-Class combat effectiveness. Would you get out of here, you stupid flying crab? Although the crab is not bad either. The crab is not bad either. A-Class overall. A-Class combat effectiveness. B-Class agility. A-Class health. That's not bad. Not too bad. Amwood, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. So anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by these guys, that dude's a B-Class. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Will you please get out of the way? We're trying to talk to the deer-looking thing. There he is. Okay, so the deer-looking fauna is an S-Class. Okay? That's where you find the S-Class. So if you guys want this S-Class fauna... Alright. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Eisentam Galaxy. For the deer, it's the deer-looking fauna with the two tails. It's the one with the two tails. So that's an S-Class, okay?
Extreme toxicity detected.
The other fauna on this planet are A-Class. They're either A-Class or B-Class. That one's not bad either. The giant dino thing. That one's not bad either. And what about that one? That's another A-Class. Yeah, the fauna on this planet aren't too terribly bad. They're mostly A-Class. What about Big Boy over here? What about you?
Units received.
Okay, I guess he's too far away to get a reading on him. Hold on. Yep, that one's too far away. So Jet Black says xenobiology. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Okay, so we're done on this planet. Let's go to the other planet. I just want to show you guys these two S-Class fauna before we start. Jet Black says, can you harvest the animals? You can harvest the drops from the animals. Yeah, you can. You can. If you kill the fauna, they do give you meat. They give you food and stuff. But of course, if you tame them, then you can claim their drops. Some of them give you different things like eggs, milk, some other random stuff that can be used in cooking recipes. But yes, they do give you drops. So Buckle Up Let's Go says, I found those translucent fauna seem to have pretty good stats. I've seen that. I have seen that. So Deborah says, I found that you mostly want agility followed by combat. Health isn't too important. Right. Especially when you get like a fauna that can regen its health. That is true. Okay, let's go. Will you kindly get out of my house, please? Get out of my house, please. Thank you. Get out. Let's go to the other one. He says, I was after some space bacon. You can definitely find space bacon here. So the other planet is recent mechanical fauna planet. Here we go. This is the other planet. Let's go take a look. Yeah, space bacon. Space bacon sounds good. He says, not that I'm bothered. I don't have the animal scanner. All players have it. It's not any kind of an unlock or blueprint that you have to add to your multi-tool. All players have it. The scanner, basically, when you open it up, it's right there. That's the creature survey mode. So all players should have it. There should be no update for it, or should be no freaking blueprint needed to install for it. Everyone should have it. Okay, and there's our mechanical fauna. Hey, buddy. There he is. S-Class. S-Class mechanical fauna. Combat effectiveness S-Class. Agility and health A-Class. So this one is pretty good. It says behavior 011-01100. That makes perfect sense to me. Okay. So Jet Black says, do those spinning things fall to the ground? Nope. This is an anomaly planet, kind of, sort of, but there's 4 fauna total. Okay, so where's the umbrella dude? Where's the umbrella guy? There he is. Hey, buddy. So here's the other one. This one has agility and combat effectiveness S-Class, A-Class overall. So there's the other one. So this is where you find the 2 mechanical fauna with really good stats. Hey, don't show your butt to me, buddy. I don't want to see that. Get out of here. Get your mechanical butt out of my shot, please. Okay, so if you guys want these mechanical fauna, let's get like a group shot going here. Hold on a second. Let's get a group shot going. Let's toss out a battery. There we go. Let's get a group shot so you guys can see here. There we go. Some sunlight on this mofo. All right, there you go. So to get those 2 mechanical fauna with really good stats, you need to come to the Eisentam Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen if you're interested. So William says, what does the building have for stats? Are you talking about the building fauna? Okay, there you go. So if you want these 2 mechanical fauna with really good stats, come to this planet. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Eisentam Galaxy. Yeah, where is... oh, there it is. The building is right behind me. Hey, buddy. What do you got? It's a B class. Yeah, B class. Not very good stats. Not very good stats. But there's also another building fauna on this rock. Yeah, there's another one on this rock, so we just got to find it. Yeah, not very good stats. Let's go. Hold on a second. I think the other one was rare. The other one was rare. Discoveries. Yep, this one. This one is rare. Ground always active. So we probably need to go to another part of the planet to find it. Hold on. What's the stats on it? Well, I can show you the stats here. It doesn't matter. So stats on this boy is... Oh, never mind. We can't see it. Okay, so we got to actually go find him to see his stats. We can do that. All right, let's go take a really quick gander, shall we? It says always active, so yeah. It's just a rare fauna. As we crash into a wall. That might be him over there. Hold on. It's not. It's one of the building dudes. Interesting. Okay, that one's B class. Okay, that one's B class, and yep, those all have the same stats. Oh, there he is. Hi there. Oh man, that was even worse. There he is. So there it is. The round circle building dude has a overall B, C class combat effectiveness, B class agility and health. So those two mechanical fauna are not that great. Okay, we're done on this rock. You guys know what time it is. So Shaner the Grey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Again, if you guys want to visit this planet to get those two mechanical fauna with the S-Class traits, here's one of them. If you guys want those fauna, excuse me, buddy, would you kindly get your mechanical butt out of my shot? We're trying to do a live stream here. Jeez, dude. All right. Okay, so here's one of them. This one is an A-Class overall, but has S-Class stats. The other S-Class is right there. Well, not right there. It's right there. Here's the other S-Class right here. This dude right here. That one's an S-Class overall. With 2 S-Class stats on it, so very good. But if you want these mechanical fauna, this is the Eisentam Galaxy. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Okay. Excuse me, mister. Would you get your mechanical butt out of here? Jeez, dude. We're trying to host a live stream. All right, let's go. Let's get on the hunt, people. And like I said, we can do both at the same time, but I'm not going to spend an entire stream hunting for S-Class fauna or doing any kind of mechanical fauna fighting, so we're not going to do that. All right, let's get back on the hunt. Actually, no, we're not going to use this save. Let's get back on the other save. Mode select. Yeah, William, exactly. This is a family channel, buddy. Get your mechanical butt off my screen. Okay, we want to go to live stream Let's Play. Yeah, please get your mechanical butt out of my shot. I'm trying to host a live stream. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. There we go. That's better. Hold on. Let me open the doors. Getting a little warm in here. Yeah, it's that time of year. And I'm trying to keep the window closed because the neighbors can hear me shouting in the microphone. I don't want the neighbors to get pissed off. Okay. We're done in this star system. The Sentinel ship in this system is pretty ugly. We found this one last time. This is a 3+1, just in case you guys want to know. This is the one we found during the previous stream. This is a light Sentinel fighter B class. This one has 3+1 supercharge slots. So this is a very good fighter. Very good. Glyphs and coordinates are in the previous stream. But 3+1, definitely worth it. Dragonheart, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? but this is not the galaxy, or excuse me, system for that ship. If you want to know where to find this ship, check the glyphs or check the previous live stream. That's when we found it. So Penn says 3 a.m. and it's still 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's pretty freaking warm outside today, but I don't want to open a window because I'll piss off the neighbors. All right, let's go. We're out of here. Yeah, neighbors will get major butt hurt. They will get major butt hurt. Okay, so frigate or freighter, let's go. So Deborah says, I found one a lot like that ship, but it was orange with bat wings. Well, Deborah, was it anything like the one I showed you guys during the previous stream? Remember, I also found an S-Class of the orange one that was sitting in my hangar bay this entire time. Orange with the Elvis dorsal. The Elvis dorsal had thrusters, and it had bat wings. It was a light Sentinel fighter, just like that one. So William says 2 a.m. and Abilene and still 70 degrees. Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. You know, this is ridiculous. Give me a second. I got to turn the fan on. Open the door, turn on the fan. It's still freaking hot. Let's see if that helps. It helps a little bit. Hold on. You know what? Give me a sec. Yeah, I got to reposition the fan. Yeah, my only fan. Yeah, only fans. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Settle down, Chad. I'm kidding. All right. Okay, that's better. So don't mind the sound of a fan, a turboprop engine sitting in the background. Yeah, Hello Games definitely released a patch. I'm getting frame rate stutters. Or the shader cache is reloading, I should say. Ozzy Bob, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Ozzy Bob, you just missed 2 S-Class Fauna that I found. Yeah, you just missed 2 S-Class Fauna. Okay, let's go, people. Let's do it. Time to start this party. Yeah, so Ozzy Bob, if you're curious, I found 2 S-Class Fauna. Just scroll back to the beginning of the live stream, and you'll see the glyphs and coordinates for them. But they're both S-Class, and they're pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so just like last time, what we're doing is heading toward the galactic core. We're going to hit all the 1-star systems along the way too. So we're not limiting ourselves to only 3-star or 2-star or pirate systems. We're going to hit the 1-stars as well. So there's a 1-star Gek. That is, hold on. Yeah, just saw a 1-star Gek. Hold on. There we go. And again, Ozzy Bob, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Stuart Laker says, I collected the orange one from the last stream. Thank you. But no save beacon for me. They're found by the coordinates. Are you serious? Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll go back. We'll go back and check that out. Because that orange one, here's the deal. I found the S-Class with an R3+1. I should have a base there. There should actually be a player base in that area where that ship is located. And again, Ozzy Bob, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you as always. Yeah, found those 2 S-Class Fauna out of nowhere. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. The lesson of this story is never sleep on the 1-star systems. There may be some pretty decent ships there. Okay, what do we got? Fishard. Ooh, Fishard Planet. We might want to stop by there and take a look. Okay, Penn, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless you. God bless to you. Excuse me. Thank you for stopping by today. Okay, bleak, high temperature, desolate, humid, and noxious. Of course it is. Of course it is. Let's mark it. It's got 12 fauna, too. Mark it. Okay, you guys know the drill. So Ozzy says, a bit under the weather, headache, etc. Just going to lurk. I hear you. No problem, man. I appreciate you being here. So he says, no base or anything there. Interesting. Interesting. I will say this. Hello Games was having difficulty with their discovery services for like the past week. But what we will do, as soon as we're finished here, we'll go back to that location. Because that save beacon is on this save. Okay, first stop is Space Station. Where's my other daily, my new daily driver? There it is. Give me the new daily driver, please. Thank you. Yeah, Ozzy Bob. Yeah, feel better soon, man. Nothing worse than being sick, let me tell you. Yeah, usually when I get sick, my wife just laughs at me. Look at you, you're sick, ha ha ha. Oh my God. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. Don't crash into the station. We crashed into the station. Oh, crap. Can we get out? Hey, we got a new sub, let's go. So... who is this? Feed890. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Feed890. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Yeah, we just broke the space station. Yeah, we totally just broke the space station. There we go. Yeah, we totally broke the space station. So Deborah says the weekend anomaly mission is your favorite. The outpost. Yeah, we're skipping it. We're gonna skip it this week. Guitar Guy 80, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Everybody out there, Guitar Guy 80 is also part of the Odd Fam. He's a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. You know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. So Stuart Laker says maybe different for PC to PlayStation, but I got a good ship, so all good. Better SCs in my current daily. Nice. Congrats, man. Okay, what do we got? That's a good-looking multi-tool. I like the colors. Boo, it's a C-class. Nice colors, though. Very nice colors. And this one is... what are the chances that this multi-tool is a 3+1? What are the chances that this shotgun is a 3+1? Interesting. It's got an optical drill, A-class. Interesting. What are the chances? Okay, let's go. What the crap? I really got to clean up my inventory. Speaking of which, hold on. Before we do anything, give me that. Give me them nanite clusters. Thank you. Starship. Let's move some of these. Let's move these to the ship because we can use those for fuel. Use those for fuel. We can refine those. We'll keep these two on us. Actually, no, we'll put those in the ship too. I don't care. We'll put those in the ship too as well. All right, let's go. There we go. Dissident Spike. Let's hit it. All right, where is the planet? I guarantee you it'll be on the dark side of the planet, too. It's behind the space station. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Sinister RC, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Let's check out this ship. Again, the ugly starship hunt begins right now. And of course, while we're on the planet, we'll look at some of the fauna. Why not?
Technology recharge.
We'll check out the fauna too while we're there. We might get lucky. So we're going to try to accomplish two things today. We'll see if we can't find a decent looking Sentinel, well, an ugly Sentinel ship. And by decent looking, I mean the ugliest Sentinel ship we can possibly find. This is another toxic planet, by the way, so if we find fauna, chances are we'll find some decent fauna with pretty good stats. So we're doing two things at once. So a funny story for you guys, very funny story for you guys. For whatever reason, I'd been feeling kind of depressed recently, and that's one of the reasons I was that I'm kind of late getting on stream today. I was watching. I see tank feet and I see pincers. I see tank feet and pincers. We're off to a good start. We're off to a really good start. Tank feet and pincers. Land this puppy. Let's go. I see tank feet and pincers. Pay no attention to the color. Pay no attention to the color. Give me them shards. Thank you. Pay no attention to the color. Check this out. And I'm stuck. Hold on. I see tank feet and pincers. Nice. Check this one out. Is it me, or have we found like an abundance of orange-looking ships? We've been finding really orange-looking ships recently. What the crap, dude? All right, check this one out. That is nice. That is nice. He says chinless though. True. But, I mean, come on. This thing is... Okay. I like it. I don't care what you guys say. There's a lot of orange on that ship, but I mean, come on. It's got dorsal pincers and tank treads. Dorsal pincers and tank treads. It's got vented skirt wings. I do wish the dorsal pincers had thrusters. I do wish they had thrusters, but this is not an ugly ship. Yeah, exactly. The vented skirt wings work on this one. They do work on this one. Not bad. Okay. So this is our first find for today. If you guys want this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. I say ignore the color on this one. I'd say just ignore the color. Just ignore it. You guys see nothing. Ignore the color. It's got tank treads. It's got tank treads. It's got tank treads. Come on, it has tank treads. Okay, so this is Starship number 1. This is C-Class. Let's drop a base computer. Not a base computer. Let's drop a save beacon so we can find this one again. This one may have good convergence on its supercharged slots. Okay, so William says this one is worth a hunt. Stuart Laker says not bad. Yeah, it's a good looking ship. I like it. It's not bad. I like the ships with the pincers. I like the starships with the pincers. This one's nice, and it's got tank treads. Even though it is missing a chin, it's okay. Not bad for a 1-star system. Okay, so let's change the color of this one. Let's make this one red. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. And color, let's make this one red. So first one will be red. Oh, watch out. Here comes that toxic fart cloud. Watch out. We're about to get crop dusted. There's nothing worse than being crop dusted by a toxic fart cloud. Seriously? Yeah, that is the worst way to get crop dusted. Yeah, yeah, William, exactly. For Deb, it would be all over if it were completely yellow. The next ship is probably going to be yellow. Okay, so we got it. Let's see what we have for scrap. Yeah, I guess we'll take the Bugnium Starship. Okay, let's claim this thing and start the hunt. Yeah, not bad for a 1-star system. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. Not bad for a Gex system either. Okay, so glass, brain, pugnium, and brain.
Technology repaired.
Okay, our supercharged slots are either here. The first slot is here or here. It's either here or here. I'm betting the first slot is here. So here's the deal. If the first supercharged slot is in this area, it's quite possible that this is a 3+1. We won't know that till we get it up to the station, so let's grab it and go. Hey, get back in there. That's what she said. So Deborah says, I've recently found a ton of yellow and orange. Well, Deborah, you was here, you were here. You were here during the previous live stream where we found a bunch of orange ships. I'm talking that we found a bunch of orange-colored ships. So I got too many orange-colored ships to remember. Okay, compare and claim. Thank you. Okay, before we go anywhere, start scanning.
Units received.
Look at Big Boy over there.
Units received. Units received.
Yeah, we just got crop dusted by a fart cloud.
Protection falling.
This is not funny.
Technology recharge.
This is not funny. I don't like getting crop dusted. Hold on a sec. Give me them batteries. Okay, what do we got? What you got, Big Boy? Did we not scan him? Hold on. Come back here. Don't you run away from me. What do you think this is, bro? What do you think this is? Oh, let's see. Do we have... I think we do. Hold on. There we go. That'll get their attention. That'll get their attention. So this is... There we go.
Units received.
Oh, that's the wrong multi-tool. Hold on a second. Let's swap that out with the staff. There we go. Oh, so apparently it is... Huh. Apparently...
Weather warning. Incoming
Yeah, that's what I
storm.
thought. That's what I thought. Apparently it did. You got to have a survey scanner. Son of a blankety blank. Hold on. It's funny. I thought I did. I thought I had the survey scanner on this thing. Hold on a second. Well, we got the fishing rig. Totally got the fishing rig. Okay, so what we're going to do, because I'm curious to see what kind of fauna we got on this rock. We're going to come back here. We need to get to the space anomaly, get the survey scanner. I thought I had one, man. I thought I had one on this save. Son of a blankety blank. Okay. All right. So let's go grab the survey scanner. Yeah, that's a really nice looking Sentinel ship. I like that one. Yeah, just ignore the orange. So yeah, William, for whatever reason, yeah, I see it on the staff. But for whatever reason, it's not there. Okay, so let's do this. Because I don't want to hold up the stream. But I am curious. I do want to see what we have on this planet. Let's call it the Space Anomaly. There we go. Let's make a really quick pit stop. And make sure we have what we need. That's a good looking Sentinel ship. I like that one. Let's hop out, make a restore point. Hold on a second. Before we do anything else, let's go to mode select. And let's go back to the other save. Pulsar Expedition. All right. And we'll check that out. Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with this update, so I'm not sure exactly what you need to get started. So Stuart Laker says, I went to Calypso yesterday and ended up on a paradise planet, and the only fauna that didn't attack me were the flying ones. So Calm Coriel, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. So you're asking, I've never played this game. Is it free? No, it's not a free game. No Man's Sky is not a free game. However, if you have Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, then you can play it as part of those libraries. But No Man's Sky is not a free game. Okay, so let's take a look here. Multi-tool. What do we got? Survey device, analysis visor, scan harmonizer. That's for the autophage. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, let's go back. Okay, live stream Let's Play. That Jay Hardy, that is correct. No Man's Sky is on sale at 60% off right now because they just recently released a new update. So you can get this game for like 25 bucks. You can get it for 25 bucks. Oh, get off my screen. All right. So what do we got? We got a survey device. Combat scope, which should be irrelevant, but I mean, I guess we can install it. Just in case. And of course, we have the analysis visor. Move that over there. Very strange, very strange. Okay. So technically, we should have everything we need. Yeah, target sweep analysis mode. Very strange. Moses, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. So Jay Hardy says, love this game. I have a physical copy. I've tried to find a physical copy of No Man's Sky for forever. I've tried to find it for forever. Seriously. And William is correct. This No Man's Sky is one of the best games I've ever played. It's one of the best. And again, Moses, good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. How are you? So Deborah says, try the third one over. In the scanner? Solar ray, that's something completely different. Yeah, none of those multi-tools are going to have it. So Deborah says, wow, I've seen 3 on mine. You know, I got nothing. Looks like we have everything we need to scan for these, to get the actual stats on the animals. Very interesting. Okay. All right, we're not going to mess around with it. Let's swap multi-tools again. Calm, yes, this game is multiplayer. Ozzy Bob says, do you have the C? I don't know. Do we have to? I didn't have to talk to him on my other save. I didn't have to talk to him on my other save. I did not have to do it. I guess, you know, I suppose we can try it. Okay, let's talk to him. I don't see why that would make a difference, but let's find out. Very strange. Hello there. The life form regards me with bulging eyes, oddly magnified by the curve of their tank head. Tank head? I'm talking to a mechanical fish. Okay, let's get through this. Show register. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, I think you're right, man. I think you're right. The funny thing is that I didn't have to do this on my other save. So, I don't get it. Okay, let's get through the dialogue. If I got to play a game with this dude, let's, God, I didn't want to do this today. All right. So, choose team. Who is this? Who the crap is this? Is this mine or his? S-Class? All S-Class. And why do I only have one? Because I only have one fauna. Yeah, Moses says it's yours. Yeah. What? Okay, the other ones were on a different save. Those were a different save. So I only have one fauna on this save. I've only adopted one fauna on this save. Why didn't you guys tell me that? I didn't. I didn't know. And he's an S-Class all. Oh, you know, he's an S-Class across the board. Yeah, this dude's an S-Class across the board. I didn't know that. I don't even know where I found this dude. Where did I find this guy? I have no idea where I found this fauna. I got like a whole fauna, just one. I got like one fauna. What? Yeah, Deborah, I don't know. I don't know where I got him. You see, this is why I don't hunt faunas. Yeah, some of us shouldn't own pets, right? Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. S-Class, I have no idea where this animal came from. I think we can find out, though. I think we can find out. Hold on a second. We can probably find out. Let's see. Fauna. Yeah, this dude straight up S-Class. Yeah, I did not see this one coming. S-Class across the board. So, yeah, it's a complete steroid freak, too. Look at this guy, steroid freak. You know, I kind of wish that when you click on the fauna, you got information on exactly what planet and what star system you found them. So Taylor Max, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, been playing for a couple of weeks. Any idea if we get a new expedition? Hello Games just recently released a new update, but I don't think we're getting an expedition with this one. So I don't have an answer for you. Yeah, it's too bad this doesn't tell us where we found this fauna. But I think if we go to Discoveries, hold on. Oh, that won't tell us either. Never mind. All right, let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. Yeah, exactly. He's from a hot planet, but which hot planet did I find him? I don't know where I found him. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember where I found that fauna. Yes, it will if it's in the Wonders, right. Oh my gosh, this is insane. S-Class across the board. Don't even ask me where I found that fauna. So now I have to dedicate a whole live stream to determining exactly where I found that ridiculous fauna. I have no idea. I don't know where I found them. Okay, So we got this C-class. Let's go back. We're still on the hunt. Unbelievable. So Ozzy says, is a reward creature? It could be. It could be a reward from an expedition. It totally could be, because I don't believe I've ever collected fauna on this save. So Deborah says you can check your wonders in the fauna listing. Okay. Good information. Thank you. Let's land this thing. And, of course, it's another toxic storm. Hold on. Before we check out that ship, I see something over here that we should probably get. Give me them data structures. Give me that. Give me all the data structures. Give me this stuff. This way I don't have to refine or duplicate them. And we'll take that Radiant Shard.
Weather update.
Yeah, very strange. Very strange indeed. Yeah, we don't have it. We have the analysis thing, but for whatever reason I can't scan the stats. We'll see the stats of any of the fauna on this rock. Okay, what do we got? This is it's a C class. Or is that mine? That's mine. Hold on. This one is a B class. Okay, so we found a B class. What is that? Oh, it's sac venom. Never mind. And watch out for the ginormous freaking fart cloud.
Units received.
Let's try something, because that is strange. Yeah, let's toss one of those out and see what happens.
Toxic protection falling.
And let's do this, because I have to unlock. We got one of those unlocked. Let's unlock another one of these. 165 nanites, is that correct? Hold on. Hold on. Difficulty. Aha! Standard. Apply. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Let's unlock a few of those. There we go. Alright. Okay, let's talk to this guy. So what happens if we adopt... Okay. Hold on a second. Do we not have creature pellets? I guess we don't. We don't have creature pellets. Here we go. All right. That's better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So Amwood says grab any two pets and fight. Yeah, we're not going to do that during the stream. That's not the purpose of this live stream. Yeah, I just wanted to play around with it a bit. We're not going to do pet battling at the Space Anomaly. We're going to try to focus specifically on hunting for ships. Pet gently. All right. That's what we're going to try to do anyway. Okay, so he's happy. All right, there we go. Now we can see him. Okay. Oh, big boy's an A class. Okay. A class. Not bad. Not bad. So looks like you have to adopt a pet.
Units received.
So apparently, okay, so check this out. Apparently, this one... Bro, will you get out of here? Okay, let's dismiss this dude. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so apparently the other one... Hold on. If we can get there. Stop fat fingering the buttons. So apparently this guy... Oh, he's all pissed off. Let's make him happy. Hold on. Give him a treat. Okay, he's happy now. Apparently, this guy was an expedition unlock. That was an expedition unlock, apparently. So Jet Black says, is your exoskeleton suit subject to failure? Yes. You can take damage, and yes, your spacesuit can crash on you. Or yes, you can take damage. Okay, alright. Oh, so isn't he so proud? Isn't he so happy? Mr. S freaking class. We're going to have to find this dude. I think that Fauna was an expedition unlock, so let's get rid of him. Okay, dismiss. And we want to, let's go back to the menu. Excuse me. I swear, we keep getting crop dusted. Bro, what is this? Worst planet ever.
Technology recharge.
There we go. All right. So this guy is an A class. It's not too bad, not too terribly bad, but now we know what we have to do. Now we know what we have to do. Dan Morris, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you, man? It's good to see you. So apparently you have to adopt a pet on that planet, then that'll activate the scanner. So that's basically what I'm getting. So Jet Black says crypto taxidermy, but real. Yeah, exactly. Crypto taxidermy. Okay, nice. So what else can we scan out here? We scanned this dude already. Okay, so they're B class. Those are all B class. Meh. That's B class. Oh crap, another freaking storm. I hate this place. So where is Daddy Longlegs? Where did Daddy Longlegs go? We should be able to see him. This dude's a B class. There he is. Oh, Daddy Longlegs is a B class. Not worth it. So we got him. He's an A class. That's another B. So we now know that any fauna of the same species will have the same stats. Okay. Now, I will say this. There's an anomaly planet in this star system. So now we know. Before we go, let's grab those radiant shards because them things are worth money. Always get your radiant shards. Always get your radiant shards. Those things are worth a lot of money. Shut up, Sentinel. Hey, Sentinel, I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard. You better get out of here, bro. Alright, let's go. I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard, Sentinel. You don't want any of this. Okay, let's grab this other C class and get out of here. I will throw an open water bottle at the back of your motherboard. Okay, did we check the scrap? Ooh, I will take those 10 brains, thank you. Yes, please. We'll take them 10 brains. Okay, let's claim this ship. Hold on, before we go, let's drop a save beacon. We'll color this one blue, or yellow and blue. And this one is going to be color yellow and blue. Okay, let's grab this ship. Jet Black says you have a healthy looking pantry. What? Okay, here we go. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this is promising. We could have 3 supercharged slots here. This is a B class, okay. Or we could potentially have 3 over here. That's what I'm hoping. Usually if the supercharged slot's down here, then probably a 2+2, 2 or 2+1 and 1. Oops, that was a mistake. Let's grab the B class. Okay, compare and claim. Okay, so for reference, this is Starship number 2 for this system. Okay, this is an orange medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal pincers, tank tread landing gear, heavy wings, and vented skirt wings. Pretty good looking ship. So William says one's all the way across the board, probably. So if you want this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is Starship number 2 for this planet. B class, located at minus 54.21 and minus 20.29. Okay, let's grab it and go. Next. Okay, so where is the spike? Yeah, this one is definitely worth a hunt. So hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, it's very easy to get distracted in No Man's Sky. I just found it very curious as to why I wasn't able to use the Fauna scanner, if you will. I think that's because on the other save, I adopted other fauna. I haven't adopted any fauna on this save. I think that one fauna was an expedition unlock. I'm almost certain that it was an expedition unlock, which explains why it's all S-class. Yeah, William, wingtip thrusters would have been very nice. They would have been very nice. But hey, I'll take those tank treads. I'll take the tank tread landing gear any day. All right, what do we got? So yeah, we're going to grab a couple of these ships, get them up to the space station, and see what we've got. So M. Wood says, cockpit view, what about it? The cockpits for all Sentinel ships are exactly the same.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, I always fly in third person because I have a better view of what I'm doing. Just out of curiosity. Aha!
Units received.
So, A-class. Okay, so Mr. Crab Praying Mantis thing over there is an A-class with S-class health, A-class combat, B-class agility. Okay.
Toxic protection.
Interesting.
Units received.
Interesting. Okay. So what's that? You use it in certain situations. We'll take the Pugnium. I'll use cockpit view or first-person view, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm looking at coordinates, then I'll go first-person view. But typically, I'll fly in third person. Okay, this is... Okay, this is another C-class. Oh, pardon me for a sec. Ugh. Ooh, sorry about that. I had to cough. This is another C-class, but that's perfectly fine. So we have a C, a B, and a C. Let's drop a save beacon. Okay, let's color this one. We did yellow and blue. Let's go teal on this one. Let's do that. That'll work. Let's claim this thing and go. Jet Black says anything that flies would make a fun pet. I agree. I do agree. The Game Hub has one of the biggest flying pets I've ever seen in No Man's Sky. That thing is freaking huge. I actually saw that during his recent what is that? Ship hunt. His recent ship hunt live stream. He pulled out one of the flying fauna that was so big, I couldn't believe it. I said, that thing is ginormous. That's what she said.
Technology prepared.
But yeah, if you can manage to get one to land and tame it, then sure, you can totally ride them. You can totally ride them. Yeah, a few of the flyers, Ozzy Bob is correct. A few of the flyers, you can get them. Yeah, Deborah, you're absolutely correct. Some of the pets or some of the fauna on the planet cannot be adopted. That is absolutely correct. Okay, compare, claim. Let's grab one more ship. Let's go grab one more. And we'll take these 4 ships up to the space station. So Deborah says, no, the birds don't eat, they are mods. Okay, so that's interesting. How did the Game Hub manage to get one? Because the Game Hub has one on his save. Jason Plays, believe it or not, has a giant sandworm. He's actually got a giant sandworm on his save, on his main save. So very interesting. Okay, one more. Let's grab one more ship. So Deborah says, is this a mod? So Golden 111211, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Aha, it disappeared. So that's a bug. That's actually a bug that's happening right now. The actual location for your Dissident ship or for your Sentinel ship will disappear if you focus on it. So you got to leave the atmosphere to bring it in focus. There we go. Yeah, that's an actual bug. So let's grab one more ship and we'll go to the space station and we'll start scrapping and making some money. Ozzy Bob says outer space is much cheaper to live in. True, especially if you have your own Corvette. Especially if you've got your own Corvette. So Deborah says most of those modded eggs do not lay eggs either. Ah, interesting. Okay, I learned something new today. Again, I don't mess with xenobiology and Grand Theft Auto, excuse me, in No Man's Sky. Yeah, I don't mess with the xenobi. Ooh, I'll take that. Give me that. 10 mirrors, yes please. I don't mess with the xenobiology. It's too much work. Okay, so we got another B class. So we've got 2 C's and 2 B's here. 2 B's or not 2 B's? That is the question. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. Settle down, chat. I'll stop. I promise. So Golden says, do you play Fortnite too? I used to play Fortnite a long time ago. I stopped playing Fortnite because they went way too far with the monetization. Now Fortnite is too much like Roblox with its monetization.
Toxic protection.
Let's drop a save beacon. Now that doesn't mean that it's not fun. I was never really good at building and shooting, so that's when I began playing Fortnite Zero Build, which is just basically shooting. So I like the third-person, team deathmatch kind of, vibe of it. But I stopped playing a long time ago because it just wasn't fun anymore. It is still free. Okay, so we want save beacon. There we go. But yeah, I used to play Fortnite a long time ago. And let's color this one. Okay, we'll leave it blue and orange. Perfect. That works for me. All right, let's grab this thing, get it up to the station, and we'll start scrapping. Glass. Brain. Freaking Pugnium. Let's go. King Solomon says, I prefer Apex Legends, just shooting. I never tried Apex Legends. Never tried it. Okay, this B class has the same supercharged slot configuration as the other B class that we found, more than likely. So this one is probably a 2+2, but we'll get it up to the station and find out. Let's go take a look. All right. Let's go. Space station time. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Before we leave this star system, somebody remind me that there's an anomaly planet here. I want to go to that anomaly planet and check out the fauna. Just to see what it is. Just to see what it is. Just in case. Yeah, I stopped. Another reason I stopped playing Fortnite and I never played Apex Legends is because I would spend more time looking at my female player character than I would have playing the actual game. Yeah, the devs at Fortnite at Epic Studios, they knew exactly what they were doing when they made Fortnite. Bunch of weirdos. Now, here's the deal. Fortnite just recently laid off a whole bunch of employees. They laid off a whole bunch of employees. So the actual future of Fortnite is in question. Do I think Fortnite is going to shut down anytime soon? No, I don't think that's going to happen. But where's the freaking space station? Did I fly past it? I did. But a lot of people are concerned about the future of Fortnite. We got to remember that Fortnite is a live service title. If Epic, for whatever reason, decides to shut that game down or shut down those servers, the game is unplayable. It is completely unplayable. And Fortnite uses dedicated servers for matchmaking, so yeah, if that game ever goes offline, it's done. So Deborah says they make a killing on the skins. They do. They make a huge killing on the skins. Not only the skins, but the licensing also, because there are brand name characters from brand name IPs, if you will, in Fortnite. We're talking Star Wars, Lego, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, all these famous people show up in Fortnite in the game. So they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But for whatever reason, I guess they've been spending a lot of money on licensing or whatever. They've just recently laid off a whole bunch of employees. Sinister RC says, guilty here also on the visuals like Dead or Alive. Yeah, oh, don't even get me started on Dead or Alive. Don't even get me started on Dead or Alive. Yeah, Dead or Alive is one of those, your typical hardcore Japanese style fighting games where that's all they focus on. Don't even get me started on that mess. Okay, so here we go. We want to check out supercharged slots. So, purchase is free. All right, let's do this. All right, upgrade. Let's see what we got. So, this is the B class. This is the second B class that we found. Let's see what we got. So Golden says, I recently completed Resident Evil 2. It's a pretty good game. That's what I heard. Resident Evil 9, I'm sorry. Yeah, Resident Evil 9, as I see, is a really, really good game. The best thing about it is that it's single player. It's not multiplayer and it's not live service. So the development studio knows exactly what they're doing. Capcom, right? I believe Capcom made it. Yeah, Capcom knows what they're doing because they didn't make it a stupid live service Resident Evil game. They made it a single player game with a solid single player campaign. Okay, so William says, second B, 2 plus 1 and 1. I think you're right. Let's check it out. Okay, yep. 2 plus 1 and 1. 2 plus 1 and 1. So this one is a scrapper. Second B class is a 2 plus 1 and 1. This was the teal. We can leave it there. It's no big deal. As long as there's a save beacon in the area, that's fine. Okay, so this one is a scrapper, so let's get rid of it. Yep, William got the win on that one. Hold on. Before we do, Let's switch difficulty back. Because changing the purchase difficulty does affect the actual money that you can make from scrapping a ship. So let's change this back. All right, let's scrap this thing and bring the other ones in. So yep, that second B class, excuse me, was a 2 + 1 and 1. That's not what we want. Begin salvage. All right, we'll take all that. Okay, next ship. Should be this one. Should be the second C class, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. Okay. Give me that pugnium, please. Thank you. Give me that. Thank you. Give me that pugnium. What do you think this is? All right. King Solomon says Resident Evils 1 and 2 classic are the best in my opinion. I know. Resident Evil 1 and 2 literally started the entire franchise. I haven't seen a bad Resident Evil game since their release, with the exception of Umbrella Corp. With the exception of Resident Evil Umbrella Corp. or Biohazard Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp was garbage. Umbrella Corp was complete garbage. I know some people out there like it, but yeah. Amwood says it would be nice if they allowed color and stencil options on upgrades. I agree. I do wish that we had further ways to customize ships that we even build. With specific stencils, like you said, and designs. I kind of wish we had that. Okay, upgrade. Hold it. Yeah, we don't want to burn nanites on this. Oh, before we do, let's make a restore point really quickly, just in case I screw up. Because I've done that before. Yeah, Jet Black says put some bennies on it. I wish we could put bennies on this. That'd be pretty cool. If you could put bennies on a Sentinel ship, that'd be awesome. But Deborah says that ship stated it was taking the pugnium for a little something later on. Yeah, exactly. We'll use that pugnium later on. All right, here we go. Upgrade. Okay, this is the second C class. Let's see what we get. And third time's a charm. Okay, I'm willing to bet this second C class. Well, the first and second C classes, or the C classes have different supercharged slot configurations on them. They're different. They're placed in different locations. So, let's see what we got. Okay, this one could be a 3+1. This one could be a 3+1. The other supercharged slots are here. Obviously, they're not here. Now, they're either here in this area or they're in this area. This could be a 3+1. Let's find out. Let's add some augments. So William says an R3+1. Even an R3+1 would be good, especially for this ship. Here we go. Let's do it. Don't disappoint me. Okay. Check this out. That's not bad. That is a V. That's a V3+1, man. That is a V3+1. Not bad. Oh, not bad. So you wouldn't be able to supercharge the weapon, but you could supercharge the upgrades around the weapon. That's not bad. Yeah, exactly. It's not the worst. That's not bad at all. Not bad. Okay. All right. Let's revert the save. Bring in the other B class and check that one out. Yeah, let's revert the save and revert this one back to a C class. Okay, so that's back to a C. Let's swap this out for the other B class, which should be right here. What do we got? There we go. Yep. Okay, the B classes I think had the same supercharged slots. I think. Yeah, jet black, exactly. Potential or better. Okay, here we go. Upgrade. That is not what I wanted to do, but okay. Well, I guess we can plug these in now. I guess we can plug those in now. No big deal. All right, next. Okay, here we go. Oh, heck no. Yep, that B class is getting scrapped. It's getting scrapped. It's getting scrapped. Give me that. It's getting scrapped. It's garbage. It's garbage. We're scrapping it. We're scrapping it. It's getting scrapped. Begin salvage analysis. Okay, get the other C class out here. Which should be this one. All right. Should be that one. And, yep, that's the second C class. Because all of, or the first C class, I should say, because all of the supercharged slots were hidden. So let's put some augments on this mofo. Yeah, William, yikes. Yikes, that you're being polite. Okay, upgrade. Let's do augments first because they're all over the place. Okay, our first supercharged slots here. This could be a 3+1. Here we go. Let's do it. That is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, last but not least. Oh, wow. Okay. So looks like the best we can find on that planet is the C class with the V3+1. That's the absolute best we can find. All right. So we know which one we're keeping. That's for sure. We know which one to keep. Okay. Perfect. This one is a scrapper, so let's do it. Yeah, this one is a scrapper. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, and we still have... Yeah, we still have this C class with the V3+1. Yeah, William said double yikes. I know, right? So we still have this one. So this one is a keeper. This one we're keeping. We'll add that one to our collection. And let's rename it. Let's rename this one Space V3+1 SC. That way we know exactly what it is. There we go. Perfect. All right. Nice. So we know what that one is. Okay, got to drop off a ship or two, so let's sell what we've got. And before we leave this star system,
Units received.
there we go. AI valves, subatomic regulators, nano cables.
Units received.
Perfect. Okay, what else do we have? Let's refine some brains. Yeah, let's refine some of them brains. Because why not? We got 2 stacks. I don't know where all the stuff's coming from. Get the daily driver out here. Thank you. Put those in the ship. And I think we are ready to go. Okay, nice. Let's go back to the freighter. Guitar Guy 80, thank you. Yeah, we're going to hit the Anomaly planet in just a second. I got to drop some stuff off. We got to go drop some stuff off. Yeah, William, thank you. Yeah, we're going to go check that Anomaly planet. Let's see. See, upgrades are here, I believe.
Inventory full.
There we go. So we have 5 pulse engine modules. Nice. We'll hold on to those. I'm probably going to sell those. Probably just sell those. So this is...
Inventory full.
Okay. And those are standalone. All right. Okay, we still have plenty of those, so we're good to go. All right. Okay, let's mark the planet. The Anomaly planet was right here. There you go. Mark it. Okay, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Okay, give me them nanites. Okay, let's go check out that Anomaly planet. Let's get the other daily driver if we can find it. Oh, hold on. That's right. We got to drop off a ship. Yeah, we got to drop off a ship. Hold on. Here we go. Managed squadron. Not managed squadron. What the crap, dude? Hold on. There we go. There we go. This one. There we go. Put that in storage. All right. Perfect. Got to go through and get rid of some ships, too. One of these days. All right. Now let's go. Now we can leave. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. We're back on the hunt for ugly Sentinel ships. So far, so good. We haven't found an ugly one yet. Unless you count the color orange as being ugly, I disagree. Okay, where's our Anomaly? It's like right in front of us, isn't it? Yep, it's right there. It's right there. The Anomaly planet's right there. Let's go to the sunny side of the planet, shall we? Let's go to the sunny side of the planet. See if we can't find this Anomaly. Ooh, check that out. Planet of Light. I like it. I like it. Very nice. I like what they did here. I like that decoration right there. You know, the Fisher looks very nice, especially in springtime. Let's land this thing. Let's land this freaking thing. What do we got? Found it.
Units received.
Oh, it's a B class. It's a B class. Boo. Boo. You're fired. I said you're fired. Never mind. Okay, well, we might as well claim a reward for finding the sole fauna on this entire rock. Hold on. Yep. Okay, give me my money. Thank you. Okay, let's go. We're done here. That was disappointing. That was very disappointing. All right. So, next star system. Let's do this. Discovered all species on 3 planets. Yeah, they were all anomaly planets. Just out of curiosity, what else do we have in this star system? So we got fissured, bleak, high temperature. I am curious. Let's go to that high temperature planet. I am curious. Before we go, let's go to the high temperature planet. If we can find it. Just in case. So Deborah says I always look for the glitch. I would normally look for glitches too, but I don't do a whole lot of building in No Man's Sky as it is. So I don't really need them. The glitches are pretty cool. If you do a lot of building, base building specifically, placing the glitches around your base are pretty cool. So William says I have those light glitches. Yeah, I have some on this save too, but I don't really need them. Looks like we have a storm in place here. Yep, it's a hot storm. It's a hot mess. Okay. There we go. We got a structure right over here. Let's land and take a really quick look. We'll take a really quick look. It's just a random waypoint. Oh, what's that? Oh, more sac venom. Get out of here with your sac venom.
Thermal protection falling. Units received. Technology recharge.
Yeah, not seeing any other fauna. Probably because it's freaking nighttime. It's always nighttime on these planets. Hold on. Okay, diurnal, flying, always active, ground, uncommon. Oh, they're rare. No wonder, they're rare. Always active, huh? Okay. That answers that question. Hold on a sec. Let me make sure all of the chat is showing up. Top chat, that's what I thought. Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate that. Sometimes YouTube will default you to top chat instead of live chat, and a chat will actually go by and I won't even see it. So Stuart says, a curious question. The fauna that attack you, will they have better stats? Not necessarily. That's what I initially thought, but the stats on the fauna are usually RNG based, and in many cases depend on the planet and the environment in which you find them, based on what I'm seeing so far. I thought that having a, finding an angry pet would make a difference too, but apparently it doesn't. So we got the flying fauna. Let's go to the light side of the planet, shall we? Because it's always raining, or not always raining, it's always freaking nighttime. Where's the sun? It's over there. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now we can see where we're going. At least it's daytime. Yeah, I just want to see what kind of fauna we can find on this hot planet. Ah. That's either sac venom. There they are. Hi there.
Units received.
Well, that's a bug. Hold on. Oh, that's sac venom.
Units received.
Did I not just scan? There we go.
Units
All right, now we're
received.
getting somewhere.
Units received.
Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Hey, look at that trading outpost. Nice. So big boys A class. Okay. Big boys in A class. A class with S class health. Nice. So big boys in A class. Yeah, it looks like all the other fauna got the French toast out of Dodge. Hold on a second. Yeah, everybody else is gone. Everybody else is gone. And of course it's freaking nighttime again, I swear. It's always nighttime in this game. Okay, B class. Okay, okay, I guess it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world.
Units received.
Okay, this dude's a B class. All right. Nothing spectacular. We did scan that little dude. We scanned him, right? Yes. Nothing spectacular. The other one is underground and uncommon, so we're not going to even bother searching for it. So yes, Stuart and William, you guys saw I don't have
Protection falling.
I don't have very many pets on this account anyway, because I don't usually collect animals, so that's a thing. Hey, give me that sodium before we leave. Okay, Big Boy was an A class, not bad. There we go. We'll grab that sodium. All right, let's get out of here. I like Big Boys in A class. Guitar Guy 80 says, I have a metallic creature, a giant eyeball, the glowing ball you saw, and many more. The real talk, the only fauna that I've ever actually wanted to get were the mechanical fauna on some of the Anomaly planets, and that's it. Those were the only cool ones. Those were the only really cool fauna that I've ever found. Let's see. Let's move that. There we go. Let's do that. And hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to get back on the starship hunt here in just a sec, as soon as we get back to my freighter. Just want to take a second to take a look at some of the fauna on some of these planets. The Anomaly planet was a major disappointment. That was a major disappointment. Yeah, B class all day long. All right, next. Stewart says, I bought this game when it came out. Didn't get on with it, and have recently come back. Encouraged by you and Jason, and now with Beeblebum and Elon Paul. Oh, those guys are great, man. Those guys are great. Absolutely love Jason Plays, Elon Paul, Beeblebum, Zane's World, Professor Cynical, Captain Steve. All those guys are amazing No Man's Sky creators. All of them. Scottish Rod, who is very detailed. Very detailed. Absolutely love those dudes. So Amwood says, I'm not a pet collector either, but I like the challenge of figuring out the level ups. Yeah, and stuff like that is fun. It's definitely fun. It is definitely fun. I don't mind, going through the grind of determining how to level up a pet, if you will. I don't mind that at all. But the whole Pokemon battle arena thing is just not my style of gameplay. I kind of wish not Rockstar. Geez, I blame Rockstar for everything. I kind of wish that Hello Games had, had released an update for, more starships or more storied quests or something that furthered the storied quest along for No Man's Sky. That's kind of what I want. But it's not a bad update. It's definitely not a bad update. Okay, so we're still headed toward the Galactic Core that way. So that one-star system had a pretty decent-looking ship in it. Not bad. Okay, 2-star X-Class system. That is a purple star system. Let's go. 2-star Viking. So Deborah says, I like the long-tail butterflies and the flying beetles, the big eyeball, the metallic horses, little fairy bears. That's the little fairy, yeah, the proto-gex. Yeah, exactly, Deborah, the proto-gex. If we find a proto-gex, I'm totally going to adopt it. Proto-gex are kind of rare. They're definitely kind of rare. Yeah, the teddy bear looking fauna, yeah, we call those proto-gex because they literally look like gex. They look like the Neanderthal version of gex. So that's why they're called proto-gex. If I find one, I'll definitely adopt one. Stewart says the community here generally is great. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We try to keep things as chill here as possible. This is not Grand Theft Auto Online, that's for sure. Yeah, the Grand Theft Auto community is generally pretty wild, but this is definitely a far more laid back and mature experience. Yeah, William, a storyline update would have been better, in my opinion. Okay, what do we got? All right. Shellstrewn. That's an anomaly planet. One fauna. Yep. We'll check that one out before we leave. Forsaken. Are you serious? No planetary fauna? That means this star system is a bust. This star system is a complete and total bust. Empty planet, no fauna. Okay, we can go check out this anomaly planet really quickly. Let's go check it out. Yeah, no Sentinel ships in this star system, which sucks. Do I have any crap in my inventory I can drop off? Okay. Ship. All right. Yeah, I need to sell some of them brains. Okay, let's go. Turn that off. All right. All right, grab the daily driver. First stop is the space station. Check out the multi-tool. Then we'll go check out the planet. Since there's only one fauna on the planet, it should be relatively easy to find. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today, having a bit of fun. I will say that hunting for the fauna is kind of fun. So William says, too old to start playing Pokemon. Bro, don't even get me started on Pokemon. I can't believe how popular Pokemon is. Not only is it popular, but when you consider how much some of those Pokemon cards are actually worth. My son has a big Pokemon card collection. He doesn't collect anymore, but he has some pretty good cards in his collection. I'm talking some really good ones. Excuse me while I have a sip of some delicious, fat-free, no-calorie, no fructose corn syrup, powdered evaporated water. Oh, that water is some good stuff when you're thirsty. Okay. Stewart says, it was something my OCD would let me do. And with Deborah's comments, I have started galaxy collecting. Yep. Yep. I know what that's like. That's why, for me, it's about Sentinel ships. I got to have all the Sentinel ships. So what do we got here? It's an ugly multi-tool. That thing is ugly. Alright, we got a rifle. Nope. Okay, let's go. Let's go check out this planet really quickly, then we'll leave. So Ozzy Bob says, I saw a story in the U.S. Folks are getting shot in queues for Pokemon cards. Just crazy. Well, that's the States for you. That is kind of crazy, man. That is kind of crazy. It's unfortunate. It is highly unfortunate, but that, yeah. When you're in the States, you got to know where you are. Okay, where is our anomaly planet? And I know I marked it. Hold on. There it is. All right, let's go check out this anomaly planet, then we'll get the French toast out of here. Yeah, a couple of years ago, there was a Pokemon convention here in Tokyo, I think, that my son wanted to go to because I didn't collect Pokemon at the time. I guess my wife took him there. And he got a couple of good trades. He got some really good trades. And he managed to pick up quite a few valuable Pokemon cards. And Wood says, my grandson collects Pokemon on the golf cart. Pokemon on the golf cart. Pokemon on the golf cart. I don't know what you mean by that. The Pokemon part, yes. On the golf cart, you mean on an actual golf cart? Okay, so let's check out the fauna. This planet has the worst topology I've ever seen. Can we find like a flat spot somewhere? Nope. Well, there's an abandoned or wrecked freighter. So, oh really? So he finds them faster on a golf cart. That is pretty innovative. That is very innovative. Okay, so let's land over here. Let's land over here at the wrecked freighter. Let's just land over here. So Deborah says for Pokemon cards, that's really crazy, as the phase is a lot lower than it is now. But cards are the collection hobby nowadays. Lots of cards to open. Right, exactly. A long time ago, I used to collect superhero cards. Yeah, I used to collect superhero cards a very long time ago. I don't anymore, obviously, because money and cost and just space. Found it. Hold it.
Units received.
Yeah, we got the weird butterfly thing. Okay, and this one is... Yep, can't interact with it either. Yep. Yeah, this star system is a bust. Okay. We're out of here. Let's go. Oh, so you were talking about Pokemon Go. Yeah, that's... I'm actually surprised that Pokemon Go is still a thing. Actually surprised that it's still a thing. I remember when Pokemon Go first released, people were actually getting hit by cars for the sake of finding Pokemons. That was probably one of the single best ideas, if you will, from Nintendo. That was one of their most popular ideas for the Pokemon franchise. Okay, we're out of here. This star system is a bust. We're leaving. Yeah, we're totally leaving. Yeah, no Sentinel ship anywhere in this star system. That absolutely sucks. Okay, next. Yeah, I never started. For me, a long time ago, it was the superhero cards. I was a huge superhero card collector. Like for example, the Marvel Universe superhero cards. Marvel, for me, it was Marvel Masterpiece, the Marvel Masterpiece edition. I used to collect those back in the mid 90s, long time ago. Surprisingly, you can still get them. Okay, there's a 2-star Corvax. That is a, what is it? Hold it. It's a purple star system, X class. Let's go. It's an X-graded star system. So let's check it out. Emwood says, well, I suppose he plays it here because nothing else to do in the country. I hear you. There's nothing wrong with that. He could be doing a lot worse, that's for sure. He could be doing a lot worse. Deborah says, well, people used to collect for something that they really liked. Nowadays, they collect for the idea of collecting. There are not nearly as much into the games as the collection of the cards. Right, exactly. That's true. Well, if you think about it, the vast majority of collectible cards now aren't focused on any game. They're all trading cards. Back in the old days, just like the old baseball cards, those weren't cards for gaming. They were cards for trading, specifically for trading. Now, the act of trading cards was the game. That was also part of the game. But no, you're absolutely correct. You are right. Now it's all about just the act of collecting, and making as much money on them as possible. So we've got a grassy planet, nice. Hexagonal planet. So we have another anomaly planet. Excuse me, I can't speak. And scalding. We got a hot planet. Okay, let's mark it. 3 fauna. Perfect. Let's go. But I stopped collecting superhero action figure cards a very long time ago because they got really expensive. Now, the cards that I have, the collections that I have, are largely mint. They're largely in mint condition. I was the type of person who, even though I didn't actively trade cards, per se, I didn't actively trade cards, I still opened up the cases, man. I cracked those cases open and opened up them cards because that was fun. That was the whole idea. What's the point? I get it. You can actually take a sealed box of collector's cards and make money on them. And that's what some people do. Some people will buy like an entire box of just cards, of collector's cards, and never open them. Because that sealed box of cards is guaranteed to have probably 2 complete sets in it. And you can make money on a complete set. But my thought process is simply that what's the point of buying a set of collector's cards if you're not going to open them? You can open them, and if you got a complete set, that complete set's worth a lot of money. And in many cases, I remember I cracked open a couple of the Marvel Masterpiece cases, if you will, sealed cases. I'm talking shrink wrap, sealed, and everything. I cracked open a couple of those cases and walked away with 2 or 3 complete sets from a single case. So yeah. Decoded, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Decoded says, when Pokemon Go was popular, I spoofed it so hard because my country, Bulgaria, there wasn't any people out playing it. That's funny. So you had an advantage, basically. That's pretty cool. That is an ugly multi-tool. Oof. Okay, A-class, don't want it. All right, let's go. Let's say Korvax or Viking system. It's Korvax, okay. All right, let's see what we got. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, we were just having a conversation about collector's cards, about Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I never understood Yu-Gi-Oh! Never understood Yu-Gi-Oh! Never understood it, but apparently it's still super popular. Apparently it's still ridiculously popular. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! However you say it. Yeah, Azura, that's the one. Yu-Gi-Oh! However you say it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go, whatever. Whatever it is. Yu-Gi freaking go out of here. Yes, that one. That's the one. That's the one. Stupid popular. I never understood it. I never understood it. Okay, what do we got for the Sentinel ship? Okay, it's not too bad. It's not bad. We got a medium Sentinel fighter, so check this out. Hold on. Okay. We have Deborah, it's yellow. It's yellow. Ozzy Bob says, I just remembered I saw a YouTube clip that said the next No Man's Sky upgrade, what do you mean, update, may have a fix for the duplication glitch. I hope not. So, I said, yeah, William, what did we mention earlier? I said the next ship was going to be yellow, right? I said the next ship was totally going to be yellow. Oh, Deborah, it's yellow. So we have a medium Sentinel fighter, hammerhead style. It does have a jaw. It's got a chin. It's got a chin on it. Medium wings, double-bladed wings. Dorsal, ventral stabilizers. Stabilizers don't have thrusters. It's not bad. So Deborah says, I heard someone say that too. I hope not, as a lot of many items are only available duped. Yeah, exactly. And that would make starship hunting very, very difficult and a lot less fun. So Deborah says it's bad. Okay, this one is a hard pass, I think. So let's skip this one. Although it is a hot planet, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, this is a C class. This one is a hard pass, so we'll skip it.
Units received. Units received.
Yeah, any more fauna on this ridiculous rock? Nope, not seeing anything. Okay. What do we got? You can keep your rusty metal, pal. Okay, so for anybody that likes this style of ship, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Medium wings, wingtip thrusters, double-bladed wings, dorsal and ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers. So it's not bad, but not worth a hunt in my opinion. Not worth a hunt. So if you want the glyphs, they're in the lower left-hand corner of the screen if you like this style of ship. This is the Euclid Galaxy, but we're not going to hunt for this one. This is a pass.
Thermal protection falling.
Hey, lady, leave me alone. Stop talking to me. So what we're going to do while we're here... before we do that, hold on. First person. Okay. Yeah, exactly. William, generic enough not to hunt, so we're not even going to bother. Let's grab a stack of... Let's grab one of these. Thank you. Grab a stack of that. Yeah, hopefully Hello Games won't patch this, because this is probably the single best thing in the game ever. All right, here we go. Just needed to get some of those. All right, get rid of this. Yeah, if they patch refiner duplication, then that means the only way to duplicate items is going to be through a save editor. I don't like using a save editor because that literally ruins the entire game. I know sometimes it's necessary to use a save editor, but hopefully Hello Games won't patch refine or duplication. They've already taken away the ability to refine or duplicate, upgrades, even though there is a bit of a workaround for it. Okay, so we got all that. Yeah, this is not even a hunt. We will claim the ship and scrap it, so... I mean, we might as well. Let's go ahead and scrap this thing and make some money. Glass, brain, and pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay, nothing to see here. Let's grab it. Yeah, definitely not worth a hunt in my opinion. Ooh, let me turn on the light too because I can't see anything. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, we'll claim this one, get it up to the station. There is another anomaly planet in this star system, so we will go take a look. Oh, hold on, before we go, hold on. As I crash into my ship, I thought I saw some radiant shards. There they are. Yeah, we got some radiant shards over there. Hold on. Never leave without the radiant shards. Yeah, them things are worth a lot of money. Give me that. There we go. Ouch. Okay, those are living fragments. We don't really need those. Yeah, just want to get them shards because those things are worth a lot of money. 50 nanites apiece. Okay, let's get out of here. It has a nice silhouette. I just don't like the way the dorsal and ventral stabilizers sit on this ship. Okay, let's go. So William says they did take it out once, but they got too much flack for it, so they put it back in. I remember that. I do remember that. They did patch Refiner Duplication, and the entire community was up in arms, man. People were pissed about it, so they added it back. They did add it back. Now, that being said, not too long afterwards, Hello Games removed the ability for players to, refine or duplicate upgrades. So they did patch upgrades, that's for sure. Morpheus, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? So Deborah says, but how many years of stuff can you stock? As many years as I possibly can. Okay, we are here. Don't crash into the station, please. Yeah, we might as well scrap the C-Class and make some money. Not a bad looking ship, but not a great looking ship either. Like William said, very generic. Very generic ship. Okay, anything we can salvage? Yep, give me that. Alright, let's go. Then we'll head over to the next star system. Hold on. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're not even going to bother trying to upgrade this one. Let's just scrap it and get going. Okay, begin salvage. All right, get the daily driver. There we go. We got some upgrades to sell. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, buddy, got to sell you some stuff. Okay, purchase upgrades and sell. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And, we're going to sell these 5 pulse engine modules because why not? I got plenty of those. I got plenty of them. Okay, good. All right, let's sell the starship parts. That is not what I wanted to do. Sell parts. There we go. That's better. Sell. There we go. AI valves. Nano cables. Okay, done. All right, next star system. Oh, hold on. 3 planets, 1 moon. Hold on a second. Hold on. Discoveries. Grassy. Hexagonal. Infested. Scalding. You know what? Let's go to the next system. Let's try to stay focused here. So Ozzy Bob says, I've played a few dozen rounds, getting my Xenos UG, played 2 players at Space Anomaly. They were annoyed that I was one-shotting their Xenos. That's funny. Now, see, that's pretty cool. That I will admit that's pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool to know that you've spent so much time, you know, genetically enhancing and modifying your pets, your Xenos, that you can literally one-shot anything that comes into the anomaly. That is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Don't bring a C-class to an S-class fight. That is actually pretty cool. I will admit that. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're headed toward the center of the galaxy. Keep going. Outlaw Dissident. Let's go to it. Corvax. And we're upside down. Well, I guess there's no down or up in outer space, so I guess that's correct. So Ozzy says the trick is to upgrade the combat effectiveness first. Yeah. Because you get that first shot on them, yes. That first strike is probably the most deadly. William says, I'll bring a neutron cannon. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. This is an outlaw dissident system, so let's see what we got. High radio source planet. Okay, let's mark it. This one may have some pretty decent fauna on it. Okay, that has our Sentinel ship. Rainy. Life incompatible with dissident ships, but those ships are going to be on that planet, so no big deal. Dusty and Icebound. All right. Let's go. Okay, first stop, space station. All right, let's see what kind of stuff the Outlaw Station is selling. Don't crash into the station, please. Thank you. The Outlaws will get major butthurt. You know what we need to do? We need to get back to Corvette building. We need to get back to Corvette building. We should probably take a live stream to build Corvettes again. It's been a while since we've built a brand new Corvette. I don't even have a Corvette on this save yet. I just don't have any ideas for a Corvette. Okay, so that's random. That's random. This is a standard system multi-tool with a crystal. With a crystal magazine. Very interesting. Hold on a second. What happens if we reload the restore point? That might be an alien multi-tool. Let's reload the restore point. Stewart says, or build your hauler. That is true. We still haven't built that hauler yet.
Inventory full.
The key to building any of your custom starships in No Man's Sky is that if you're looking for 4 connected supercharged slats, you have to find a specific station. So we would probably spend an entire live stream looking for the right station to build that ship, because the supercharged slots are tied to the station. They're tied to the station and the parts used to build the ship. So it's a combination of factors. So Jonathan Studios, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Deborah says, question, Do these enhanced critter battles on the planets when... Also, you're asking if the critter battles assist you in battle. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. If you have a pet and you're fighting Sentinels, I'm pretty sure they do help you. So Jonathan Studio says, might I recommend shipbuilding in the new Starfield update? I am serious. Real talk, I'm seriously considering getting Starfield. I like Bethesda games. I think Bethesda makes some really, really good games. They just kind of missed the mark with Starfield's initial release. But I think it's a remarkably better game now. Now, that being said, I think Bethesda's live service games are garbage, but that's a different story. So what do you got for me, buddy? Yeah, their live service games are trash. Elder Scrolls Online is garbage. Fallout 76 is garbage. So, yeah. Okay, life support, cyclotron, pulse spitter, mining beam, launch thruster, shields, hyperdrive, infraknife, geology cannon, shields, and photon cannon. So not really much here. Okay. Oh, we got a raven nose. Nice. Let's take a look at the sales on this one. Let's talk to this guy. Yeah, real talk, I'm actually considering getting Starfield. Not something, I don't know if that's something I could do a series on because I'm not sure if there would be interest in Starfield on my channel. Oh, heck no. Nope. Not with, nope. Gentleman sales, no thank you. The gentleman sales, we are out of here. Okay, let's mark this thing and go. Not with the gentleman sales. Not today, buddy. Not today. All right, let's check out the ship. Ooh, hold it. Where? Hold it. Come back. Hey, bro, come back here. No, you don't. Come back here, buddy. Where do you think you're going? Hold on a sec. Check that one out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that one. That one is pretty cool. Almost any solar ship with crescent sails is awesome. Almost any solar ship with crescent sails is a good ship. That's a good looking ship right there. I like that one. Very nice. It's got bladed wings on it. Green crescent sails, blue and chrome. That's a good looking ship. Yeah, William, sails are very nice on this one. Crescent sails or win. Crescent sails for the win for me. Crescent sails for the win. That's a good looking ship. So we got the glyphs for this star system, so if I want that ship, I'll know where to find it. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, Camzone, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. We're just playing some old No Man's Sky today. We're doing some No Man's Sky shenanigans today. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. So William says, I don't like the flat nose, though. I don't mind them. I don't so much mind them. They remind me of the old intakes. The old intakes on like the A7 Corsair. The old school A7 Corsair back in the Navy. It's kind of what they remind me of. I don't mind. They look okay to me. As a matter of fact, when I first began playing No Man's Sky, my very first solar ship was one of the flat nose with the vents, the actual grill on it. A-Class, as a matter of fact, found it scrapped and abandoned on the planet too. That was my very first solar ship. Okay, what do we got? Looks like we have another Elvis with heavy wing. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. And it's orange. What is with all these orange ships?
Units received.
Yeah, there are too many orange ships on this planet, or in this galaxy. What is with all the orange ships? There we go. Let's scan big boy. So there's 11 fauna on this planet.
Units received.
Okay. A-class. A-class with S-class combat effectiveness. Nice. Pretty high, too. Pretty high. That's not
Radiation
bad.
protection falling.
Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody, okay. You Xeno experts out there, somebody explain to me why. Explain to me why this Sentinel, this corrupted Sentinel spider has an A-class rating. What the actual French toast am I seeing? You can't feed it. You can't feed this thing. What are we supposed to do? You can't, there's no way to interact with it. Yeah, I'm in your face, buddy. I'm in your face. What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Shut up. What you gonna do? Yeah, you can't interact with it. Yeah, you can't feed it. So, what? Yeah, the regular... Oh. Yeah, the regular drones don't have a rating, but this guy does? Seriously? Yeah, Ozzy Bob, you can't give it, there's no way to interact with it. You can't give it anything. Unless okay, well look, is there some way to interact with this thing? I've never seen that before.
Incoming storm.
I've never seen that before. There's no way to interact with the, somebody out there is going to have to sound off for me. You literally can't give it anything. Yeah, we'll toss out a creature pellet, see what happens. Nothing. Yeah, the only way you can interact with it exactly is to shoot it. You can interact to destroy it, but that's it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Hey, look at big boy over here. A-class. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that is weird. Okay. Okay, we learned something new today. Learn something new today. You know what? There is probably... So Taylor Max says, pull out one of your pets and maybe they'll throw a down. I doubt it. Because the Sentinels will only interact with you if you shoot them. But I doubt it. Let's see.
Radiation protection falling.
Hold on. Let's pull out Big Boy. Mr. S-Class. Let's pull him out. Says, ooh, it's me. Hello. Yeah, hello yourself. Yep. So yeah, the mechanic doesn't work that way. Very interesting. Okay. Well, let's send him back. Let's send him back. Puma Dino, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Hold on.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, the Sentinel quads have a rating. So Ozzy Bob says they will attack you if you have aggressive pets. Well, that was an aggressive pet. That S-Class was an aggressive pet. Yes. Very interesting. Okay, learned something new today. There's probably a way to interact with them, though. Okay, anyways. Let's get back onto the ship hunt. And Puma Dino, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Stuart says... Yeah, I missed the comment. Hold on a second.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
So Deborah says, yes, Stuart. I am up to 26, now plus 256. Okay, you're talking about the number of galaxies? Okay, so check this out. I swear, we just found another ship just like this one. We found we found one with dorsal pincers, just like this one. It's slightly different, but it has the heavy wings on it. Very interesting. Okay, so this is a medium Sentinel fighter, heavy wings, single-bladed wings. The dorsal Mohawk thruster, dorsal Mohawk stabilizer with thrusters, and ventral stabilizers. Very interesting. So if you guys like this style of ship, all thrusters are lit too. Nice. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. So come and get it if you like the style of Sentinel ship. Since we already found a ship like this earlier, we're not going to hunt for this one. So Amwood, that's what I'm thinking. There is more than likely a reason why that Sentinel Walker had a rating on it. Or had a class. We'll more than likely be able to claim one of those, man. I am almost for certain about that now. Okay, but if you guys want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a C-Class. Located at plus 24.65 and plus 51.28. Okay, let's grab this thing and get it up to the station and scrap it and move on. This one is not worth a hunt because we found one that looks better than this one earlier. It does have a jaw, though. It does have a jaw. I will take those 10 inverted mirrors. Thank you. I will take those. Thank you very much. Not a bad-looking ship. It's not a bad-looking ship. It has a jaw. It does have a jaw.
Technology.
Ozzy Bob says, could you please scope the butterfly? We tried. We tried. But it didn't work. Okay, this one could be a 3+1. Hold on. Let's compare. Claim it. Let's drop a save beacon just in case. Yeah, we did. Yeah, hold on. There we go. There we go. You see it, Ozzy Bob. It is an A-class with S-class combat effectiveness. A-class with an S-class combat effectiveness. So this one probably isn't too bad. Probably isn't too bad. Hold on. There we go. Hi there. Come back here, you. Come back here. That dude was like, nope. Nope. Here comes that weirdo, Odd Man Gaming. Nope. We're out of here. There we go. He was like, nope. All right. That dude was like, nope. So apparently he's major butthurt, so let's call him up. Okay. Did I not just adopt this dude? Where's he? Oh, he's over there. So will you get down here? He's feeling twitchy. Pet. Give a treat. And pet again. Yeah, stop being twitchy. Jeez, dude. Stop being so butthurt. All right. Nice. Okay, let's put him away. Major butthurt for some reason. He says, goodbye, suit creature. Goodbye to you too, buddy. All right. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, someone had a very good point. The Sentinel crab over there, or the Sentinel quad, may be part of an expedition. That's why it has traits. Very interesting. Okay, let's grab this ship and go. Oh, hold on. Before we leave, hold on. Hold on. Hold it. Save beacon. Oh, we'll just drop a save beacon just in case. Let's color this one red. Because why not? So Deborah says those are great to ride too. Let's go. How many fauna did we find on this rock anyway? Just out of curiosity. Discoveries. So 3 out of 11. There's a bunch of fauna. Rare, ground, always active. Flying, diurnal, always active. Common, underwater. So the rest of them are underwater. That is the ugliest fauna I have ever seen. That thing is terrifying. They're always active, so... Aha, there's one over here.
Units received.
Okay, B class. Nope.
Units received.
Yeah, no traits. Unfortunately. Yeah, the game hub, believe it or not, he has one of these. He's got one something like this. He managed to get something like this one. Very interesting.
Radiation protection falling.
Javix, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're doing a combination of Sentinel Starship and pets today. Combination of both. All right. Hey, shut up, Sentinel. You don't want any of this, buddy. I promise you, you don't want any of this. I will wreck you like a bad case of the flu. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to interact with the birds because there's no way to get them down here. All right, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to interact with the birds. Hey, Gray Soldier, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. The Gray Soldier says, just got home from a music festival. What did I miss? You missed a whole lot. Missed a whole lot. Yeah, we're just doing some of the new update. Not a whole lot because I didn't want to take an entire live stream to, you know, do pet battles at the Space Anomaly. But just experiencing a bit of the new update in small portions. The whole Pokemon thing is not really my style, but it's not bad. It's pretty fun. All right, and thank you guys so much for joining us today. Yeah, we're going to scrap this one. We'll check the supercharged slots just in case. Not really my style because it needs a little something extra, but we'll scrap it for the money anyway. And we'll go to the next system. Now, if I'm not mistaken, hold on. That's where we were. Rainy, life incompatible, dusty, and icebound. Rainy. All right, let's see what we got. Anything good? We will check the supercharged slots on this one because why not? Just in case. Yeah, it's another orange AF ship. This is a super orange ship. It is a super orange ship, so that's why we're not keeping it. Aha! That's what I thought. So Javix, yeah, he proves it. Yeah, he just proves it. Yeah, the only way to get those really big flying pets is through a save editor, or unless it's an expedition reward. It could be an expedition reward too. Okay, that's what I thought. You got to have a save editor. I don't like using save editors because you can easily corrupt the save that way. They say back up your save, but you know what's the point? Okay, upgrade. Yeah, funny thing is that Professor Cynical, who is one of my favorite No Man's Sky creators, I absolutely love Professor Cynical. He is funny. That dude's hilarious. Super chill, super down-to-earth guy. He used a save editor on one of his ships and supercharged everything. Supercharged slots on everything. Funniest thing I'd ever seen. Freaking hilarious. Okay, so what do we got? That is not what I wanted to do. Stop fat fingering the buttons, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Jonathan Studio says, what was the new update? Is it the multiplayer update? Kind of. I'm not sure if Hello Games did anything specifically to fix the multiplayer, but the update is basically Xeno Arena battles. Basically, Xeno Arena battles. The Xeno Arena update. Basically, you could always collect fauna and collect pets in No Man's Sky, but now you can, you can battle. You can actually battle them in arenas. Just think of Star Wars Episode 4, where you had the Wookiee. His name escapes me. Chewbacca fighting R2, not R2D2, C3PO. Inside the Millennium Falcon, they had that 3D table where they had like the 3D images of creatures fighting. Essentially, that's what this is. That's the update. And you can upgrade your fauna too. Okay. Okay, this is a 2+1. Large rocket tubes. All right, this we can yoink. We'll definitely take this one. But otherwise, this ship is a scrapper, so let's restore that. All right, let's scrap it and go. True, or someone can give you an egg, exactly. Okay. Where is my ship? There it is. Hold on. That's the wrong ship. Where's my daily driver? There it is. The other daily driver. Better. Okay, let's plug that in. Here we go. Oh, that's right. I don't have a rocket launcher, huh? All right. Yeah, I do. There it is. Perfect. Free upgrade. All right, let's go. Now, because this is a pirate station, we can't just go back to the... We can't teleport back to the freighter. We actually have to fly there. No big deal. Just out of curiosity, what other planets do we have in this star system? So that's where we were. Rainy, how many fauna? 9. The other planets weren't that great. Let's just go to the next star system. Yeah, exactly. Don't call it Pokemon or Nintendo will get major butthurt. Nintendo sues YouTubers. Nintendo will sue YouTubers and Twitch streamers. That's what Nintendo will do. They sue YouTubers and Twitch streamers. They got a lot of free time on their hands, don't they? Nintendo's got a lot of freaking time on their hands. So William says, I watched someone SC slots, SC all of the slots on a living ship. Holy crap, the ship was untouchable. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can do that with a save editor. But if you have a ship that's putting out over a million damage per second, what's the point? Okay, we're leaving. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly, and Ninja Lawyers. Yeah, Nintendo will sue YouTubers and Twitch streamers. You know, I don't mess with Nintendo. That's one of the reasons why you guys don't see me streaming any Nintendo content on my channel. They're always issuing some sort of a DCMA strike against the content creator for some stupid reason. No legit reason whatsoever. Okay, and we're going that way. Okay, 1-star Corvax. I guess we can check it out. I think this system is abandoned. This is probably an abandoned star system, but let's check it out. There may be still some fauna on the planet. Yeah, if you have a starship that can do that kind of damage, then, you know, that kind of defeats the purpose of playing at that point. But if you think about it, William, that's the way it used to be in No Man's Sky before we got the supercharged slots, because back then you could put technology upgrades in both your technology slots and your cargo, and you could literally double everything up. That's why people got pissed off during the, I think it was during Endurance, No Man's Sky Endurance update. That's when people got pissed. Hello Games removed that ability. And, everybody with these overpowered ships, boy, they got major butthurt. People were pissed. Okay, 13 fauna, let's mark it. It was so bad. It was so bad that Jason Plays had to come out and make a video on it. And, of course, him being one of the biggest No Man's Sky creators on the platform, he had quite the voice. Okay, so Verdant. We might want to go here and check that one out. Rotting and Redacted. Redacted. 10 fauna. Interesting. Okay, you guys know how we do it. Space station. Yeah, William, I saw that video too. I said, yeah, some people take this game way too seriously. But that's why they gave us supercharged slots, and if you ask me, I think it was a smart decision. It's just my opinion that it was a good decision that they did rebalance starships and technology in No Man's Sky. I think that was a very smart decision on their part. Because if anything, what it does, there's no multi-tool on the planet. Let's just go, on the station. Let's go straight to the planet. What it does is force us to search for that perfect multi-tool or that perfect starship now because of supercharged slots. So Dragonheart says, I was one of the ones that got pissed before the update. I had an Explorer that had, and I think your message got cut off. So, okay. Yeah, a lot of people were pissed about that update. A lot of people got pissed about that. So you had a jump distance of over 6,800. Wow. That's actually pretty good. Well, it was just like me. I got kind of upset when Hello Games took away the ability for us to refine or duplicate technology. Because if you're looking for, let's say, for example, X-Class upgrades, they're very difficult to find. It's very difficult to find the perfect or the best stat X-Class upgrade. Very difficult to find it. And if you found that one best X-Class upgrade, you refined or duped it and you got 3. But Hello Games took that away. It's okay. I'm not mad at them, though. I'm definitely not mad at them about that because I think it was a good thing that they rebalanced. So what do we got? What am I seeing? Oh, heck no. Nope. Nope, we're leaving. We're leaving. Absolutely not. I've had about enough of orange ships. I have had enough of these orange ships. Okay, so this is a heavy... Bro. William says, run! This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Dorsal ventral stabilizers, which may or may not articulate. Hell no, we're out of here. Goodbye. We're leaving. Goodbye. Reload the restore point. Reload. Options. Reload. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're out of here.
Inventory full.
Next star system. We're not even going to look for fauna in this system. We're leaving. Next star system. We're leaving. With a Sentinel ship that ugly, I would have abandoned this star system too. Okay, hyperdrive has no fuel. The Emperor has no pants. No pants at all. Emperor still has no pants.
Technology recharge.
He says, run! Yep, that's our first really ugly ship for today. And it was orange, too. Okay. Hold it. Okay, 2-star Viking. Let's go. Let's check it out. 2-star Viking. What do we got? We'll see if it's any good. Thank you guys for sticking with us. We're on the old ugly starship hunt today. We found a really ugly ship. I mean, is it me or are we finding more and more orange-colored ships the closer we get to the freaking galactic core? I am seeing more orange ships now than ever. I swear, ever. This is insane. Okay, 3 planets. Blighted. What do we got here? Not 5 fauna. Okay, mark it. Flourish. Ooh, flourishing. 16 fauna. 16 fauna on that planet. Let's go to this one instead. Let's go to that one instead. So there are 2 dissonant planets in this system. Perfect. And this one is volcanic. Okay. Yeah, William, I've seen more orange ships than usual recently. It's a conspiracy theory. Nice. Hold on. Do I have max shield? Okay, we got max shields. Yeah, we got max everything on this ship. I think I'll put those in a different ship next time. Okay, let's go. We're out of here. First stop at the space station. Check out the multi-tool, then we'll go to the planet. Aaron Hunt, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by today. Where's my daily driver? There it is. There it is. I just realized something that I was intending to do today. The Game Hub found a really cool medium Sentinel fighter. Hold on a second. U-turn. Oh, never mind. He's gone. The Game Hub found a really cool Sentinel fighter, medium Sentinel fighter. Blue and white. Blue and white. Dorsal pincers with tank treads. Blue and white dorsal pincers with tank treads. And I'm talking, this was kind of like a rare blue and white color. And since I'm actually collecting pincer-style Sentinel ships, we might hop over to that planet and check it out. We might hop over and pick one up. He found an R3+1. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I heard it. There it is. Don't you freaking go anywhere. Check this out, ladies and gents. Here is the Sentinel ship. I'm sorry. Here's the Royal Exotic ship for this star system. Yellow and gold. I'm sorry, Deborah. How much you want for this ship, pal? Hold on. Hold on. Let's get a good look at it. Royal Series 7 Exotic. Yellow and gold. Clamshell thruster. Side boosters. Very nice. So if you want this ship, come to the star system and get it. I don't know what wave this is. I don't know what wave this is. This is probably not a first wave spawn, but of course, if you hang around long enough, it'll fly into the station. Very nice. So if you want this this style of Royal Exotic ship, this is a Royal Series 7. So William says, not a fan of the clamshell. I don't mind it. I actually like the clamshell. I actually like the clamshell. What I don't like is the massive, ginormous freaking the dorsal fin. I don't like that dorsal wing. I hate it. I'm talking the really big one. The one that's like 5 meters freaking tall. I hate that thing, man. I freaking hate it. We got some money, so let's buy this thing. Yeah, we got some money. Let's buy this ship. Interloper, Grah, shut up. I want your ship. Actually, before we buy your ship, let's sell you some stuff. We got some stuff to sell you. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy this one. Sell that. Subatomic regulators. Nano cables. All right. So let's make an offer. Okay, so we can already tell that the supercharged slots are all over the freaking place. This one is probably a 2+1. I'm willing to bet the other 2 supercharged slots are here. But how much you want for this? 41 mil. We got 3.4 billion. 3.4 billion. Let's get it. I'll buy it. I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Thank you. I will definitely take that ship. All right, let's get back in. All right, let's go. So Ozzy Bob says it does have the lance for stabbing space jellyfish. I know, right? And annoying sentinels. So William says the X shield is supercharged. That had an X shield on it? Hold on. I totally missed that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Totally walked right by that one. Oh, it's a C-class. It's a C-class. C-class X-grade shield on it. C-class. And it's supercharged. Supercharged slots are spread out. So, yeah. But then again, it is a Royal Exotic. So, yeah. It is a Royal Exotic. Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah, supercharged. It's got like an extra point on the shields, right? That's okay. That'll be like a nice showpiece for the garage. That'll be a showpiece for the garage. Okay, here we go. Yes, too bad the supercharged slots were spread out on that one. Unfortunately, because it's a system ship, all system ships have the same supercharged slot configuration. Based on my testing, they all have the same supercharged slots. Seriously, they're sending me to the ugly planet. They're legit sending me to the ugly planet. We have this perfectly good, they're sending me to the blighted planet. I got to go to that one. We have this perfectly good, flourishing planet right here. This perfectly beautiful, flourishing planet with dissonant signals on it. Okay? But they're sending me all the way over here to Bumble Scrap, blighted planet, Bumble Scrap, blighted planet to get the ship. Bro, that's a troll. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80, exactly. We can put it at the podium spot at the mansion. I really wish we could do that. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool, man. I really wish we could do that. Add like a mod to GTA Online where you can swap out your cars for like Sentinel ships. That'd be freaking amazing. Have somebody come into your mansion. What is that? Oh, it's a Sentinel ship. That's a Sentinel ship. I call that ship the Ubermax Sentinel Classic. I call that the Ubermax Sentinel GTS. That's what it is. The Ubermax Sentinel GTS. Got it from No Man's Sky. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this planet looks disgusting. Ooh. We got a Batwing. This one looks kind of... Uh-oh. Yep, land. This one looks pretty good. So, Ozzy Bob says, for exotics, put the pulse drive upgrades in the supercharged slots for the fastest ship in the game. True. Absolutely true. So, William says that's classified info. Check this out. Yeah, this is a... Yep. Oh, this is a nice one. We got a light Sentinel fighter. Check this one out. Not bad. Hold on. Now, it is missing a chin. Hold on. Hold on. So Decoder says right now I'm drawing, what's that? Poppies. And they are so hard to draw though. Poppies. Interesting. Okay, folks, check this out. This is a light Sentinel fighter, all black, with bat wings. Light Sentinel fighter, bat wings. Dorsal, ventral stabilizers, which may or may not articulate. We'll find out when we get it up in space. The stabilizers have thrusters. Look at that. Stabilizers have thrusters. This is a good one. This is a good one. Very nice. This is, however, a 2-star Corvax. So, yeah. Very nice. This is a good-looking ship. Okay, so if you guys like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is Euclid. This is a Euclid Galaxy. This is an all-black light Sentinel fighter with bat wings. This one is a keeper. So William says 4-prong basic. Yeah. I like the, I'm a fan of the light Sentinel fighters though. I think they're pretty cool. The only thing that would have made this ship better are tank treads. Tank treads would have made it better. Okay, this is A-class. This one is an A-class out of the box. A-class out of the box. Okay, very nice. A-class, hold on. So this is an A-class located at minus 6.54 and minus 45.70.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, William, this style won't have tank feet because of the ventral stabilizers. The light Sentinel fighters with bat wings can have tank treads on them, but this one won't have it because of the ventral stabilizers. Nonetheless, I do like it. It's all black. That's a good looking ship, and all the thrusters are illuminated too. Not bad, not bad. Okay, this is an A class out of the box, so let's drop a base computer. We're going to hunt for this one on a different stream, but let's put this one right here. Put that right there. This one is good. This one is definitely worth it. Yeah, William says being all black helps. Being all black and being completely symmetrical, for example, not having clipped wings, yes. That's a good-looking ship. All thrusters are illuminated, which helps as well. So, archive. Yeah, this one is definitely a keeper.
Weather warning.
Oh,
Incoming
crap.
storm.
I swear, this game has it in for me. This game hates me. No Man's Sky absolutely hates me. This game absolutely hates me. There's always a storm going on. Okay, let's drop a structure. I said structure. Not a ship. There we go. Yes, an A class out of the box. Not expecting a lot out of it, but we're going to drop a base. Just drop a base here anyway. Give it a door. Access ramp. Some windows. All right, give it some power. Yeah, but this one I think is definitely worth a hunt. Here we go. Solar panels. And drop a battery. There we go. Okay, that's it. This one is definitely worth a hunt. Let's make a new save point. Let's take a brief look. At the scrap, and we'll take a look at its supercharged slots as an A class. We got a quad servo. Okay, we'll put that in ship. Okay, so... Oh, get out of here. Thank you. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay, the other supercharged slots are here. They're here. So this is a 2+1. 2+1 and 1. I like it. I still like it, man. I don't care. This one is worth a hunt. So even as an A class, this one is probably a 2+1. They could be spread out, but I'm willing to bet we'll find a C class. I'm willing to bet we'll find a C class of this ship with, better supercharged slots on it.
Update. Storm clearing.
It's got a cyclotron ballista too. Nice. Okay, perfect. Let's reload restore point. I think we have time for one more. But before we go, before we leave this planet, let's take a really quick look around at the fauna, because why not?
Toxic protection. Falling.
All right. Nice. That one is worth a hunt. That one is definitely worth a hunt. Before we go, let's mark the base as... let's get a new picture. Yeah, that's a good-looking ship. I like it. Not bad. Okay, let's call this one... was it Light Sentinel Fighter? A-class light fighter. You know what? Let's tentatively call this a 2+1. 2+1 SC. Bat wings. There we go. And bat wings. And do we have enough space to say? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Okay, upload. Okay, that just scared the crap out of me. Who was that? We got a new sub. So, Nathaniel Godson, welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Nathaniel Goodson. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. That scared the crap out of me, dude.
Received.
That just scared the absolute crap out of me. Okay.
Units received.
Try to scan a fauna and you scan the tree instead. It's the blob. How gross.
Units received.
Okay, the blob is an A-class with S-class combat. Really good combat effectiveness. Check that out. So the blob is an A-class with really good combat effectiveness. Very interesting. That thing is absolutely disgusting. Holy jeez, dude, that scared the crap out of me, dude. Hey, everybody, we just got a massive donation from Alejandro.
Hope you're having a good one.
Hey, brother, good to see you, man. Thanks so much for joining us. How are you today? It's good to see you. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now, and proper hand salutes to Alejandro, who just beat the game, and for becoming a member for 5 months. Hey, brother, thank you so much for that massive donation, and thank you always for your generosity and for your support. Thank you for being a member of the community for 5 months, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Units received. Units received.
So Mr. Mushroom is a B class. That's a whole lot of nope. How many fauna are on this rock? They sent me to this busted planet. What the crap, dude? Oh, so that's 5 out of 5? That's 5 out of 5. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we can't interact with this one. I wish we could. Give me that money. Yeah, we can't interact with that one. Okay, that's all the fauna on this rock. We have a base computer set up. Nice. Discovered all species on 4 planets. Nice. Hey, Alejandro, appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Yeah, let's. We do have a really good community here for No Man's Sky and for Grand Theft Auto Online. Like I said, we try to keep things calm, cool, copacetic, and as chill as possible. Who left their trash out here? What is this, man? Then again, this planet does kind of suck. I would dump my trash here, too. Okay, there's no more fauna on this rock. Before we wrap things up, let's go check out that other planet. Let's go check out that flourishing planet, the really nice one. Let's go check out the really nice planet. Oh my God. Why not? Yeah, exactly. A fly-tipping planet, right? Exactly. Okay, where is that rock anyway? Hold on. Blighted... Yeah, that's the planet we got marked. They sent us to the blighted planet. They sent us to the ugly blighted planet. Bro, what a troll. That's the planet we were supposed to go to. The really nice one. We were supposed to go to the really nice planet. They sent us to the wrong one. And hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for sticking with us. We may have just enough time to look for one more Sentinel ship. But what I want to do is go to this planet really quickly, just to take a really quick gander at the fauna. Just to take a look at the fauna.
Technology recharge.
And of course, we're on the dark side of the freaking planet. Can we get some sunlight here, please? Thank you. Sunlight somewhere. Let's see. Okay, whatever. Of course, we're on the dark side of the moon. Or dark side of the planet, that is. Yeah, this is a good-looking planet right here. This is a good-looking planet. Now, there should be Sentinel ships on this planet, too, so I might relocate that base. I think this will be a better planet to hunt from. Yeah, weather usually mild. This is the perfect planet to hunt for Sentinel ships right here. As a matter of fact, let's see if there are some on this rock, and there should be. There should be. I swear, if it sends me back to the other planet, I'm going to rage quit. Are you... What? How are there no Sentinel ships on this planet? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Is there at least a camp on this planet? Is there at least a camp on this planet?
Alert. Navigational data received.
How is that even a thing? This is the perfect planet to hunt. Yeah, there's a camp here. There's actually a camp on this planet. So we can actually hunt for Sentinel ships on this rock. On this planet. Okay, let me reload that restore point. Because we're not going to waste those. Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. This flourishing planet is almost like a paradise planet. It says storms are mild. So this is the best planet to hunt for Sentinel ships.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's take a look around at the fauna, because why not? Always get your radiant shards, because them things are money.
Units received.
Okay, that little dude's an A class. Okay, so that's an A class. That's an A class. That guy's an A class. Okay, those are all A classes. Where's Big Boy? Yeah, I just saw Big Boy over here. Where's he at? Okay, that dude's B class. Okay, Big Boy's too far away. Let's go check him out. There is a rock lobster running around the planet somewhere. We'll see if we can't find him.
Units received.
Okay, A class with S class combat effectiveness. That one might be worth it. That one may actually be worth it. That one may actually be worth it. What's up, boyos? Another A-class. S-class health.
Received.
Nah. And what we're doing is just taking a really quick gander, excuse me, at the fauna, just to see what we got. Oh, wow. C-class all the way across the board. That's a whole lot of nope. Yeah, big boy over there is a C-class all across the board.
Units received.
So Ozzy says, it's a shame we can't upgrade Xeno classes. Really? So you mean to tell me that I can't make this C-class an S-class by grinding? That is unfortunate if that's the case. That is definitely unfortunate. So you got the Rock Lobster over here murking people out. Okay, Rock Lobster is an A.
Units received.
Yeah, you got the Rock Lobsters out here beating up on people for no reason. For no reason at all.
Units received.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, I didn't know that. I thought you could. I thought that you could. Wow. So you can max them out, but you can't upgrade the classes, huh? Ah, that's unfortunate. So Javik says, wait, how do you see that info? You got to have the surveyor, the survey scanner. And we found out earlier during the stream that you have to at least adopt one companion. And that will give you access to the info. And you'll be able to see the stats info or class info for all the fauna on any planet that you visit moving forward. But you have to adopt at least one pet. Yeah, this is a gorgeous planet, man. What else is on this planet? Anything good? So we've got... There's salvageable scrap here. This planet's got salvageable scrap. Nice. I might set up a base on this planet. This is a nice planet. We might set up a base here.
Units received.
Oh, there you go. S-class. There you go. We just found an S-class. Hey, buddy. Let's, hold on. There you go. We just found an S-class. Okay. Adopt as companion. Yes, please. We just found an S-class. Look at that dude over here pushing me out of the way, man. Okay, gently pet. Gently pet again. We got to make some... Hold on. We got to make some trail mix. There we go. Creature pellets. All right. Give a treat. Just found an S-class. So what's that? You can't see any of that? I'm assuming you've already adopted a companion, or have you not adopted one yet? Okay. Perfect. Nice. Bro, will you stop Excuse me. Will you stop pushing me out of the way? What the crap, dude? Mr. A-class with the S-class combat effectiveness? Bro. Let's send the other guy. Let's put the other guy away. Let's put him away. Let's dismiss him. I just said he's hungry. He better not be hungry. I will murk him out. So yeah, this dude is, he's a, this one's an A class with S class combat effectiveness and C class health. Probably still pretty decent in a fight though, I think. Probably still pretty decent in a fight. So that's pretty cool. We found a third planet with A class fauna on it. Very nice. All right, cool. How many fauna are on this rock total? Hold on a second. Was it 16? I think this planet was loaded. 16, yeah, 16 fauna on this planet. Okay, ground always active, always active. Flying, diurnal, underwater. One is underground. So the rest of them are underwater. You've got one flying and one uncommon, one rare underground. Okay. Yeah, we just found another S-Class. Perfect. So, if you guys want that S-Class, we did scan this dude. Another one? That's another... Wait, hold on. Hold it. Hold the phone. Hold it. There's 2 S-Class fauna on this rock. There's 2 S-Class fauna on this rock. You got this one? Hold on. There's another S-Class on this rock, man. Hold on. Where's he at? Where'd he go? Is this him? Right here. This guy right here. There's 2 S-Class fauna on this rock. It's too... I mean, really... It's too bad that he looks like an ugly pug. He looks like one of those ugly pug dogs with a pug nose. That is unfortunate. So I guess the moral of the story is find the ugliest pug-looking, smallest fauna that you can find. It'll be a guaranteed S-Class. Is that it? What? Got the Munchie Show says, yeah, it has no HP. Yeah, that's the A-Class. Yeah, there's the S-Class. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got enough spots. We're going to adopt this one too, just because. Because I'm actually cataloging the locations of all of these S-Class fauna. Yeah, we got a spot for him. Let's bring him in. Okay, interact. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Adopt. That thing is hideous. It's hideous. Gently pet. Give treat. It's absolutely hideous. So Ozzy says you can mutate him in the gene splicer and he might look better or worse. I think we're going to have to do that. He's absolutely hideous. So how do you customize their look? Oh, okay. Armor, solar batteries. Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay, let's put him away because he's in the way. All right, dismiss. Get out of here. Yeah, you got Mr. Rock Lobster over here. He's pissed off. You got Big Boy. He's pissed off. All right. So, this planet Check this out. If you want those 2 S-Class, come to this planet right here. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So if you want those 2 S-Class, come to this planet. Guitar Guy 80 says, for Mr. and Trapitos. So there it is. It's on this planet right here. Nice. This is a good planet right here to get some fauna, man. Just picked up 2 S-Class. They don't look that great. But I mean, come on. They're S-Class out of the box with really good S-Class stats. 2 on the same planet. Okay, let's bring the ship in. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we may have to take some of these fauna up to the space station or to the space anomaly and have him fight Mr. Fishbowl Head. All right, perfect. Let's make a restore point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:07 p.m. for me. I got to get out of here. Let's go take care of some personal stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was a fun live stream. This was a fun stream. We found a couple of pretty decent looking Sentinel ships and some really ugly ones too. We found some really ugly ones. So as of right now, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming No Man's Sky tomorrow. I might. No guarantees. If I can, I will. If I can't, no can. So can. If can't, no can, no can. So we'll try to get back here tomorrow. I do have another video that I wanted to work on. So Javik says he missed the address. Hold on, buddy. We're not done yet. There you go. There you go. Glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, right there. So those are the glyphs. Come to this planet and get them. Get all the Pokemons. Yeah, there are 2 S-Classes on this planet. Very nice.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Anyways, hold on. Before we go, complete to receive 4,000. Oh, God. That's a lot of freaking fauna, though, man. That's a lot of fauna. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for being here today. This was fun. Yeah, that was that rare fauna that was flying. Hold on. Let's see if we can get that fauna before we go. Let's see if we can get that flying fauna. Yeah, there was a rare one that was flying. I just saw it. Son of a blankety blank. I just found it. Found him. Got him.
Received.
That's the rare one. That's the rare one. The other one is in a cave, and the rest of them are underwater. Nice. Very nice. Got him. Yeah, definitely going to set up a base on this planet. Definitely. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, Javix, hopefully you got the glyphs. If you missed them, just rewind the stream and you'll find them. Anyways, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was a fun stream. Again, no guarantees at this time that I'll be able to stream No Man's Sky tomorrow. If I can, I will. If not, then we'll be back again next week. So, again, hopefully we'll see you guys here for that. Now, the next GTA Online stream will be this coming Wednesday. So hopefully we'll see you guys here for that. But until then, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe to Guitar Guy 80, Buckle Up, Let's Go, Dan Red, all the other members of the Odd Fam who are content creators. Make sure you subscribe to them and show them some love as well. You guys know how we do it here. Always support the Odd Fam. And with that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman 105, aka the Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Hey, there you go. That's better. I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone, please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. Hold up before we go. Restore point. There we go. Restore point. And I'll see you all next time. So take care, guys. Mode select. You guys stay safe out there. Take care. We'll see you all next time. Oh, do me a huge favor. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. So you guys stay safe. Take care. We'll see you all next time.